Well, hello everybody. We're gonna get back into our Gunloper tonight. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We're in survival mode. There we go. We're gonna get back in our Gunloper tonight. Oh yeah, no problem, Rogue. No problem. Good luck. Good luck, my friend. Let me know how it works out for you. We're on day 43 in Mystery Lake. We haven't made a forge run yet. We haven't made a forge run specifically because we don't need to yet. We're playing on Gunloper, and what Gunloper means is that we are not going to be utilizing any bows and arrows this entire run. So really, all a forge run for us is on this run is an opportunity for us to make a knife and a hatchet, which is good in and of itself. I mean, it's good to have a knife and hatchet because I can't really craft up any of my skin clothing, my bear and moose stuff until I have that. Laka, hello. Using starvation, 2 rabbits are generally enough for a day's worth. Yeah. That is very true. Two rabbits are very much enough. All right, we're gonna take that. See what we got here. Let's reload that real quick. We'll pick up our shells here. There we go. Maha, hello. How's it going? Let's see what our firewood looks like. Okay, we got coal. We got a book. How many tinder? Oh, we got 7 tinder. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head into the cave between here and Milton. Oh, that's another thing. Have you gone through the cave to Milton here by the Trapper's Cabin? Check for the moose real quick. We still have no moose. The moose is gonna spawn here somewhere, but at some time. Have you gone through this cave into Milton by Trapper's Cabin? Because not only is there coal in here, but there's also cattails on the other side. There's actually probably 12 to 15 cattails on the other side. Mainly going in here to pick up coal. But we'll also pop out the other side and grab some kitty cat tails. Because why not? Yeah, I totally forgot about this. So if you haven't done that yet, Rogue, I'd go in there. Go into this cave between the Trapper's Cabin and Milton. Because there's coal in here, and on the other side you'll find some cattails too. If you haven't got those already. There's not a lot of them. Like I said, there's only 12 to 15, but it's 12 to 15 cattails more than you had already. It doesn't take very long to go out and get them and come back in. We got a piece of cedar too. Nice. And a stick. And a stick. Ah, but have you been to this part of Milton? I'm not talking about Milton proper. I'm talking about going through this cave and just grabbing the cattails on the other side. Because this is that little Milton you cannot get directly into. If you've gone to Milton through Forlorn, you probably haven't been over to this little area over here. Let's pop out the other side here, because this is that little area above. This is Mountain Town, but it's not actually Milton itself. And there's this little river here. Yeah, if you've been to the basin, you haven't been over here. This isn't the basin. Couldn't find the heavy hammer. Yeah, the heavy hammer. Don't forget the heavy hammer. If you look at the loot tables, the heavy hammer always spawns in Mystery Lake. You've been to their connecting zones, yeah. You've pretty much exhausted your stuff then. Unfortunately, cattails are a finite resource. When it comes down to it. So, your other bet would be to go to Hush River Valley and pick up the cattails there. If you're looking for more cattails. Mountain Town does not have a heavy hammer in it, I don't believe. I don't think Mountain Town has a heavy hammer on any of the loot tables. Heavy hammer. Let's see. Where's Mountain Town here? Milton. Oh, there is one. There. Nope. There's not one on table 1. Heavy hammer trailer near the church or entry to Milton. So that there can be one. There can be one at the trailer. Paradise Meadows workbench. Oh wow, I was wrong. So Paradise Meadows workbench or the farm pantry. So there is a chance, but you'd have to find it in the farm on the workbench, the pantry in the farmhouse itself, or the trailer near the church. So there is one. I just never go there to get it. Milton's a long ways away. Long ways away for that. So yeah, I was completely wrong there. But the thing is, if you look at the loot tables, if you look at the loot table, on every loot table, if you look at Mystery Lake, there's either one on the lower dam, on the workbench, the forestry lookout, Trapper's Homestead, or the forestry lookout in the corner. So the forestry lookout has a 50-50 shot of having the heavy hammer in it. Otherwise, it's in Trapper's cabin, or it's in the Carter Hydro Dam. There's always one in HRV at the smoke signal. Yeah, there's always a heavy hammer in Hush River Valley at the smoke signal. Mystery Lake by far is the best, most concentrated zone for like starting loot on Interloper. That's why I usually try to make my way there eventually, because in Mystery Lake you're always going to get a bedroll, a hacksaw, a heavy hammer, a mag lens, a fire striker will usually be in Mystery Lake. Storm lantern is usually in or around Mystery Lake. Mystery Lake has a lot of good stuff in it. The one thing Mystery Lake does not have is Mystery Lake does not have guaranteed matches in it. You can get matches in Mystery Lake, don't get me wrong. There's no guaranteed spawn point in Mystery Lake where matches will spawn. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, yeah. The silly wolves. That's a tried and true way, is find a wolf that takes a deer down and then go scare him away. And go, yeah, Mr. Wolf, you know that deer? Mine now, buddy. Not your deer anymore. Now it's my deer. I'll give you guys night vision. I can see well enough not to light my lantern up in here. But yeah, the main reason I go to Mystery Lake is the bedroll. Beyond anything else, getting the bedroll spawn in Mystery Lake is the most important thing of all. Because an interloper without a bedroll, they're kind of screwed. I mean, you can do it. Don't get me wrong, I have done it, but it makes the game way harder if you don't have the bedroll. If you're just relying on pre-made beds. I have everything I would need. I will not be beaten. Good. But yeah, Mystery Lake, you'll either get a bedroll in the camp office. There's a 50-50 chance of getting a camp office bedroll. And if you don't get it there, you'll either find it in the hunting blind by Alan's Cave, or you'll find it in the winding river in the cave. In case you missed what I noticed during my watching of the VOD, I missed a revolver round. Oh, and one of the fishing huts? Since I set it on a custom interloper setting, and I didn't even see it there. Okay, I'm trying to watch that and watch the stream at the same time. That's not working out for me very well. Okay, I'll look at that in a second. It's the one I painted on? Okay. So where was it? I didn't even see it here. it's right in front of the cabinet. I see it. Okay. It is right in front of the cabinet. Look at that. Hey, Adri, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty fair. Actually, you know, what time of day is it? Oh, it's getting on tonight. I say we just go sleep in the cabin here. Oh, brightness. Lights! The lights are killing me! Oh, there's deer over here now. Oh, hot dang. Hot diggity dang. Still no moose, though. There's some food for us, boys and girls. Normal Loper, what do I forge? I got 19 metal. I'd forge the knife and the hatchet, and then make as many arrowheads as you possibly can. For the record, I haven't noticed you leaving any casings behind. For the record, BK, there was one time I left a casing behind. It was in Timberwolf Mountain, and I left one on the lake, I think.
I am too tired to think straight.
So I believe I've left one casing behind so far. I've been pretty good at policing my shells. I've been pretty good at policing my brass, so with that, I'm very happy.
Wait, it's so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
Of course you are. Because we all get so cold that we start warming up a bit. Oh, the one I thought I left on the lake, I actually got it? Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, Rogue, I'd make... I'd make the knife and the hatchet first. And then depending on how much fuel and food and stuff that you have, I would just make up the rest into arrowheads. Because the knife and hatchet will take 8. You'll have 8 between the knife and the hatchet. That'll take up 8 of your metal. And then that'll leave you another 11, so you can get 22. Low Lofty, how you doing? Or Low Lot Fi? Laugh out loud, Odie? OT Fi? Hello! You remember, I'm a newbie, I'm on 30 days. Hey, that's pretty dang good, my friend. That is pretty damn impressive right there. Heck, getting 10 days on Interloper is damn impressive. Alright, wow, that's at what? That bear hide was at 1% when it got done. Holy crap. Cured. Wow, that is so lucky that we got that. Okay, I'm gonna drink myself a little bit of coffee. And we're gonna harvest ourselves up a little deer meat here. That'll be for good eating later on. I'm greedy. I pick up all the rifle rounds and pistol rounds. Oh yeah, well you have to. You have to. Why so low? Were you carrying the bear hide on you for a while? No, the bear that came from, I had to go find, and so he was out on the ice for a little while, and he started to decay. And so I didn't get the hide till it was lower percentage than I usually like getting a hide at to begin with. And then, yes, I did have it on my body one night when I slept and I forgot to drop it. So I was kind of behind the 8 ball on it anyway. Miss Survival, I want to play some Miss Survival next Monday again, Scorba. I really enjoyed Miss Survival. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm kind of excited to explore more and see where the heck the game goes. Yeah, that 1% makes all the difference, baby. There's a lot of stuff happening that it goes on in Miss Survival. I mean, I think. See, the thing is, I think, especially this crowd here, we have so much experience collectively and in general with survival games that we sort of know the, you know, food, water, all those mechanics that you have to kind of, you know, we sort of know where everything kind of ranks mechanically. Where like food, water, shelter, protection, basic protections like knives and spears and stuff, and then better protection like guns and stuff. So I think collectively we all have a pretty good idea with most survival games how to kind of run ourselves in them and what to prioritize. I'm not a fan of fast-moving janky Z's. Yeah, the zombies in it, or the infected people, or whatever you want to call it, are a little weird. They aren't the best. They aren't the best around, you know. But you know what? No one's gonna let them keep you down. Just remember that. Hey, Carlin, darling, hello. But you lasted like 5 minutes. Well, it definitely, Miss Survival throws some things in there. Oh, I know there's worse Z's in the game. I am very well aware that there's worse Z's in the game than those little guys.
This much gear.
Sounds like it's gonna be a little stormy out there, so we're gonna light ourselves a little fire in here and cook ourselves up some meaty poos. Use that book, still we get the nice juicy 20%. And all this meat will count towards our cooking getting to 5, which is very important.
Come on, little fire.
Getting cooking 5 will be like, yay. When we throw this meat on, I'll give you a little recap of where we're at with all of our skills and stuff. Let's throw in some stickity boos. Well, 7 Days to Die by far has the best running zombies as far as how they mechanically work. State of Decay 2 is pretty dang good too. I'll give State of Decay 2 big props as well. They did good in that one. So we have carcass harvesting at 4. Cooking is almost a 5. Fire starting is almost a 3. Ice fishing just over 2. Rifle firearms about a quarter of the way into 3. Mending is almost a 3. Revolver firearm is a little over halfway through 3. Gunsmithing, I've read a few books and got it up all the way to like a third of the way through 2. So that's pretty dang good. Is there a reason I say go to the forge before day 20? Food. Food is the main. If all you're doing is starting, going to Mystery Lake, going to Forlorn to make your forge run, it's mainly the food. The food becomes an issue. There's been a lot of forge runs where I've come back from the forge run with very little food. Days Gone Z seemed okay, but I haven't played it, only watched. Yeah, they ran pretty well. Thank you for following Lindy of the Cryptid Panther. Well, thank you so much, Lindy. I appreciate that follow. But that's the main reason I say go there before day 20. Well, yeah, before day 20 is a good mark to set for yourself. It gives you a chance to get ahead of the game if you go there before day 20. If you can, I mean, honestly, I've done runs, Rogue, where I have not gone there before day 20. But I maybe would start in Ash Canyon. I'd do a summit run. Then I'd go into Pleasant Valley. Then I'd go over to Coastal Highway. Then I'd go into the ravine. And then I'd go into Mystery Lake. So, stuff like that. Call me Lindy. My pronouns here. I just started playing the game recently. I'm not good at. Well, welcome Lindy to the stream. This is the best survival game in existence, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I hope you enjoy. I would say, have you played the story mode yet? Because the story mode is probably the best. Yeah, we go one of us. That's all we say, Lindy, is one of us. One of us. You're now one of us. Have you played the story mode yet? Because the story mode is a great sort of setup for the game. Okay, so you got the ads going. Well, welcome, Lindy. Have you played through the story mode yet? Or are you just doing straight survival mode so far? You're working through the story mode now. Well, it's a good... Story mode will give you some good starting ideas on how to play the game. There are a few things you'll want to take note of that will not carry over into the regular game. The way that, so if you have an open clothing slot and you pick up a piece of clothing, it just auto equips it to you. You'll want to start taking note of what the clothing's warmth, windproof, wetness, protection, how it affects your sprint, how heavy it is, because you'll want to sort of decipher what clothing works best for you. And usually in this game, warmth is like one of the biggest factors. Windproof is always nice, but warmth is like the biggest factor. So that does not carry over into survival. In survival, you have to equip all the clothing yourself. Oh, join the club, Lindy. We're all over encumbered. That is the royal we, by the way. We are all over encumbered in this game. The other thing is that in story mode, they don't ever display any skills. You have skills when you play in the survival mode that you don't have in story mode. And in story mode, all the skills are set somewhere between level 2 and 3. Wizard of Oz. Well, I'm not gonna say. You'll leave it up to your imagination. So in the survival mode, though, you start out with all your skills at level 1. And as you do the activities, as you harvest different corpses of animals, as you cook food, as you start fires, as you fish and successfully catch a fish. Woo, Valor, as you shoot guns and bows, you get skill up points for each activity. Valor with a 51 month resub. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So you get skill up points for each activity you do. Valor, you awesome human. You awesome, beautiful human being. How many people in their late 20s do you know that know Wizard of Oz? Not a lot, because Wizard of Oz is a rather, Wizard of Oz is a very, well, I mean, my daughter knows Wizards of Oz. She's 27. My son knows Wizard of Oz. He's 22. But not a lot, unless their parents were kind enough to show them the video or the movie when they were younger. So, any news on the diary? Not yet. Your aunt's obsessed with Wizards of Oz. Yes, I loved Wizard of Oz too, and I got my I introduced Wizard of Oz to my kids. There was a show out. Oh God, what was it? It was called Tin Man, I think. And I introduced them to Tin Man, and after that, my daughter was obsessed with Wizard of Oz. She wanted to watch everything Wizard of Oz. So, you know, if you want to give them a good modern take on it, the Tin Man one's a really good one to get them into it. So, you've actually been to Dorothy's house in Kansas? What? What? Okay, we're gonna drop that meat here. Let's take a little drinkity poo. Well, the Wizard of Oz series is all books. I mean, there's I think 8 or 10 books in the Wizard of Oz series. I believe. I don't remember the exact count. I read them all when I was younger, so. All right, there we go. let's head over to the Mystery Lake camp office. So the main thing I tell you, Lindy, is the most important thing to do in the game is to learn the maps. Map knowledge is the big key that will help your survival all the way around. I've never seen Return to Oz, no. Never saw that one. And still no moose. Oh, dear, you are just asking me to kill you, aren't you? You're begging me. You're begging me. Look at you. Stop doing it. Yeah, I've been checking Benny for the updates as well, and we haven't got it. We haven't got it. I enjoyed Wizard of Oz when I was younger. I haven't watched it in years and years and years and years and years, though. I do like that sort of stuff, though. That's kind of my... I was always into, like, fantasy, and it's kind of a fantasy thing. But fantasy and sci-fi stuff. So... Emerald City was okay. Kind of went weird after a while, but... There's been a few... They've tried to reboot, like, Wizard of Oz stuff here and there over time. Most of it falls flat on its face. Tin Man was probably one of the best ones. I think that had Zoe Deschanel in it. Stuck at Trappers, no food, gonna hunt some rabbits, no weapons. The bear and the moose turn up. Of course they do. Because the bear and the moose are always up when you don't need them. The bear and the moose are always up. But I definitely say, Lindy, keep playing through the story mode all the way through. And then you have to make a decision on your difficulty level. I'd say probably try Pilgrim Voyager. Maybe start on Voyager. If it seems a little hard, step it down to Pilgrim. The main difference is on Pilgrim, all of the animals will run away from you. Even the bear, the moose, the wolves, they'll all run away from you. Unless you attack them. On Voyager, the bear, the moose, and the wolves will now attack you. If they smell you, they'll start coming after you. You know, and just learn the maps on those difficulty levels. Have fun, explore, find out what's out there. And then, if you're feeling comfortable on Voyager, maybe take a stab at Stalker. I mean, if you want to jump right into Interloper, I'm not going to dissuade you from doing that. But I didn't do that. I started out, you know, put the training wheels on and started out slow. And then worked my way up once I was comfortable with Voyager and Stalker. So, the other thing I'd recommend is definitely practice with the bow a lot. I'm not using the bow on this run, but usually that's my exclusive weapon because that's the only thing you have available on Interloper. Basically, the loot between Voyager, Pilgrim, and Stalker is not that much different. You get all pretty much the same stuff on all three of them, just to varying lesser degrees, which isn't very much, really. But on Interloper, about half the loot in the game is gone, and the other half that's still around is very scarce. And there are no weapons, there are no pre-made knives or hatchets or anything like that. So it definitely is a step up way beyond the other levels. So, interesting take on Wizard of Oz storyline was with Once Upon a Time. Oh god, I loved Once Upon a Time. Lindy, the first like 2-3 seasons of Once Upon a Time are some of my favorite watching ever. I just loved seeing all the characters reimagined. I mean, Peter Pan reimagined, Hook, my daughter had the hugest crush on Hook. Love that guy who played Killian. But Once Upon a Time, I loved that show. That was great. Emma was awesome in that. My favorite character was the Wicked Queen. The Wicked Queen and Rumpelstiltskin. Those were my two faves in that show. All magic comes at a price. Yes, dearie. Are you ready to make a deal? The problem with that show is it just went on too long. They kept trying to milk the golden goose, and it just went on too long. I wish they had spent more time with Hercules and Hades. I thought that was kind of cool, but yeah, it kind of went on a little long. Rumple and Regina are the greatest. Yes, they are. They are the goats of that show. They truly, truly are. I loved Rumple. And I loved Regina. I loved her whole arc. Because it wasn't like she just turned a switch and was all of a sudden good. There was always that little bit of a... There's always that little bit of a question mark is, what is she gonna do? You know, and some of her actions were just indefensible. Yet you're still cheering for her to win in the end. I mean, it was like, okay, this is pretty good. Yeah, no, Once Upon a Time is one of the best ones Disney has done, well, in a long time, since most of Disney stuff these days kind of sucks, but it's one of the best ones they've done in a long, long, long time. Really enjoyed it. Hey, I'm obsessed with Once Upon a Time. Rumple and Regina were my favorites. Oh yeah, and I just love how they brought in all the other characters too. It's like all the other characters had some really good storylines as well. I mean, they did a great job with that show, bringing in characters we knew, characters we thought we knew, and kind of subverting our expectations with them. As far as, you know, the whole mythos with Peter Pan and Captain Hook. I mean, completely different in Once Upon a Time than in the classic storytelling of that story. I mean, completely different. All right, so it is getting late. I am going to go out on the lake. And how you doing, Paper? Yes. I've seen every season of Once Upon a Time twice now. And I've seen 1, 2, and 3 probably 4 or 5 times. Paper, so yes. Hey, Toast with Jam, how you doing, by the way? My brother-in-law tried Loper without knowing the game. It was fun for me, but after 10 tries, frustrating for him. Oh, yeah. That's why I don't tell people to jump into Loper. It's not bad. I don't remember what Season 6, Episode 20 is. I've watched so much stuff between now and then. How much Predator sashimi have we had today? None. None. No Predator sushimi. None whatsoever. Oh, it's the musical episode. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I hate musical episodes. I'm just being honest. I hate musical episodes. I've never been a musical person. I don't like musicals. They just, ugh. It's like, why the hell are you all singing? Get to acting. Tell me my story. Damn you all. I know, so my daughter, she loves musicals. So I'm just like, oh, God. Shoot me now. Hey, devilish. Yeah, suck it, buddy. Does any of your friends want to come over and join? Oh, no, you're all scared now, aren't you? You're all scared now, aren't you? Yes, you are. Woo! Processing stuff to have in my inventory for when I need it, which includes water. Yeah, water and food are kind of your... Those are your main necessities, is water and food. Usually I only carry about 2 to 3 liters of water around, though. At most. At most.
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
See, that's bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh God, you got stomped by a bear. Holy crap.
Bullshit. Please don't
Holy
ever
crap.
say
That
this.
bear took you down. Hey, by the way, I hope you're not into computer hacking, because
Perfect.
my new worktop comes with a HP Wolf security. I'm kind of scared since I watch you and all. Oh, really? I'm not into computer hacking. No, I wouldn't know how to hack anything if you told me how. We're gonna take all of his meat and cook it up. Get some more cooking skill up. Yes! There we go. I am not the tech support you're looking for at all. No. How'd you know what quote that was, BK? That is crazy, man. Woo! I remember some musical streams where you sang a lot. Hey, I don't mind singing on my stream. Thank you, Toast with Jam. I love how your cam mask makes you look like you're drinking from an invisible bottle. Oh yeah, yeah, my green screen. It's my invisible Mountain Dew. It's a special kind. It's a special kind of Mountain Dew. But yeah, I'd say mainly with your food and water stuff, Lindy. I'd say hang on to the 2 or 3 liters of water is good enough. You could always make more if you need it. And from there, you'll definitely want to keep some food around. See if we can sucker another wolf over here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's another one coming from that direction, too. Hey, buddy, I got something for you. Got something for you there, bud. I'm gonna give you my gun, bud. Maybe these wolves will give me the cooking 5. Wouldn't that be freaking awesome? Oh, my casing, thank you.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, it's right on the wolf. Like, where's the casing? Oh, it's on the wolf. It's on the wolf himself. I know, I'm really hungry. Luckily I have some cattails, so you should be okay. Oh, I should drop this can of soup and cook that. That's a cooking skill up too. There we go. Alright, who's your wife says tater tot casserole. Hey, tater tot casserole for the win. Love some tater tot casserole. I'm also the kind of the overly caffeinated side. On the plus, I have a fishing line. Ooh, fishing lines are good. In lower difficulty levels, fishing is a very nice activity to partake in. In higher difficulty levels, fishing kind of sucks. It uses up a lot of resources that you don't want to use up. And it doesn't yield very much for you, which kind of poopy. Oh, we got an aurora coming, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that aurora coming down on us. Okay, I got a little time. I'm gonna run back to my house real quick. Grab some firewood. You like it for the lamp oil? Well, yes. That's the main thing, Raiden. Late in the game on, like, Interloper, when you've run out of all your lantern fuel and accelerants, fishing is a great way to not only pass time and get some food, but also to get the oil. The main thing is getting that oil. The oil is like that's like the best thing you get from it. In Indy, they say meat, meat, meat. Meat, meat, meat. I may be a system administrator, but I have no clue about hacking. The unethical kind. We have experts we hire for that. Oh yeah. One of my friends that I used to do board games with, he's one of those guys. He's basically a computer hacker that Intel hires to try to basically he does like brute force attacks against their system and stuff, or against their system, you know, basically against a system of like theirs. But he does brute force attack stuff on their systems just to test it out and see how easy it would be for somebody to get in it and find holes that they need to fix and figure out how to patch them up and make it so they don't have problems. Wife just got back from the States and she's all surly. Why is she all surly? What's going on? Oh, let's see if we have a new message here. Oh, we do. Oh, a new buffer message. Woo, we got the second buffer from this one. We'll be expecting the return this winter, but end results remain unknown. I hope to gather additional data on this phenomenon next spring. Continued logging could be a factor to consider. Okie dokie then. penetration testing, ladies. So we have someone to try break in every 6 months, give us a detailed report on what's problematic. It's pricey, but losing all the company data is way more. Oh yeah. Yeah, losing all that data or having that data breached and held for ransom or, you know, the 1,000 other things. My stink lines bring all the wolves to the eyes. Damn right. It's better than lice. That's the only thing I can think of. It's better than mice? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, fishing is really good for getting the is really good for getting the fish oil. The food you get out of the fish, it's super heavy for the calories you get out of it. I mean, if you get a piece of fish meat that's like 1,000 calories, it's probably gonna weigh 2.5, maybe 3 kilos. Whereas you can get a piece of deer meat that's almost 1,000 calories. That's only 1 kilo. Miss Cheese, A1, ranch dressing, and string cheese. Ooh. I love cheese. Can't eat cheese a whole lot anymore, but I love my cheese. CH is best bang for your buck. Toho salmon, yes. Yep. Coastal Highway is the best fishing place around. For sure.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh no, I don't even know if I have an hour fire on the fire. I didn't put any wood on it, did I? Okay, it's still going. Still going. Okay, we do. We have time. We have time. Figured I'd get some sleep during that wolf cook and get myself rested a little bit. I usually don't like to do that, but it's better. So, on your new diet, can you still have tater tot casserole? No. Do my guns need repair soon? 49 and 61, so they're getting down there. They're getting down there, my friend. And CH has the best coal mine, which helps with the long fires needed for fishing. Yes, it does. Yes, Coastal Highway has that nice mine between Pleasant Valley and Coastal Highway there that really helps with the fishing. Oh, come on, just give me cooking 5 for God's sake. We are so close, I can taste it. I can taste cooking 5, boys and girls. I can. See how close we are. Oh God, look at that. Look at that. There's like no perceivable area there between the two. I don't have any fishing line, Jay. I have no fishing line. Otherwise, I would. No, don't run away. No, come back here. You're cooking 5. Come back here, you little bastard. Now I gotta find my damn shell. Where'd it go? Oh no, I think I lost one of my shell casings. I forgot it pops out. Summon a lich, I'll have to fight it in the morning. Dag nabbit, that little bastard. Have a good lurk, BK! Oh, man. Cereal and toast. Well, if nothing else, you at least have the we had someone who claims to be an expert that Gave it their seal approval going for it. Yeah, you know. Guess that helps. So, yeah, it's so close to that elusive level 5. So freaking close. So freaking close. It's so frustrating. It's like right there. It's like probably 2 more pieces of meat and I got cooking 5. Really? 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 You're gonna hammer me with a storm right now. Okay, well that was enough to get rid of the storm, so that's good. Let's go see if we can find Mr. Wolf. Let's go see if we can find Mr. Wolf. Oh, we wanted to find our brass casing too. Let's see where that sucker's at. Can't remember exactly where I was when I shot him though. On the ice, it's kind of hard to see. Might just have to call that one a loss. I think we're just gonna call that one a loss. I ain't seeing it. I one-shot a wolf and it has the meats. Yes. Now you can eat those. Okay, on story mode, Lindy, but when you get up to Stalker and Interloper, wolf meat and bear meat will basically give you what's called a possibility of intestinal parasites, which is not good. Here it is. Come on, Cookin' 5. Come on, Cookin' 5. Give me some Cookin' 5 right about now, for goodness sake.
Come on, little fire.
Wolf just buried himself in the snowbank. Yeah, the wolf was like, screw this, I'm gonna try to hide if I'm gonna die. Oh, fire making 3. Okay, well that's cool. My wife had gastric surgery and now can't have potatoes. Oh no. Well, that sucks. Okay, this should give us enough. Come on, Cooking 5. No. Oh, we got it! Cooking 5! Woo! It was actually like 1 more piece of food. 1 more piece of food that we had to cook up. It was like 1 or 2 at most. Now we can eat the wolf meat. Yay! Yay, yummy wolf meat!
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Yummy wolf meat! Oh, I got something to drink for you, darling. Don't worry about it. Yes, such a game. It's such a game changer. And we did it the old-fashioned way, boys and girls. We earned it. We earned it. Oh my god, that just is like, that's just such a huge accomplishment now. Ah, yes, Toast with Jam. My flight stuff all fell apart, and it was kind of a sign from the Twitch gods that I was not meant to go. It was a sign from the Twitch god. There was a lot of other stuff going on too. And San Diego's a crazy place anyway. So I decided, you know what? Since my flight, I was gonna go anyhow, but my flight fell apart. So basically, I'm eating the cost of the ticket, and that's about it. Yeah, it was just there was just too much too much craziness going on to really keep doing it. So, and I just didn't have time to rebook a flight. I didn't have a time to rebook a flight, is what it came down to. Yeah, they changed my. So when I booked my flight back in February, I was that excited. I booked my flight back in February when I found out it was happening this year. I was like, great, I'm gonna go for the first time in 2 years. This will be like 3 years now. And so I booked my flight back in February, specifically to leave Portland at 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday, get there at 9, and that way I'd have all day Friday, all day Saturday, and part of the day Sunday at the con. And between February and now, they switched my flight from 7 a.m. to 7:58 p.m. Yeah, that's right, 7:58 p.m. Is that the cartridge you're talking about, BK? Thank you. And I called them up and said, well, this is unacceptable. I mean, they'd already moved the flight, you know, like probably 6 times before that. You know, they'd move it to like 7:15 a.m. Then 7:20 a.m. And then back to 7:05 a.m. And so I'm sure by the time, because they said I accepted it at some point, which I probably did, because at the time it came through, it had already been changed like 6 times, and it was just going between 7:15, 7:20, 7:05, 7:40. But by the time the last one came around for 7:58 p.m., I probably was just busy or something, and I must have clicked OK on it, but there's no way I would have accepted a flight 13 hours after my original flight if I had actually been paying attention. Now, Alaska was really nice about it. It was mainly dealing with Travelocity, which I highly recommend you don't go through Travelocity if you're booking your flight, because dealing with them was a goddamn nightmare. Alaska was really good about it. They were like, because Travelocity just kept telling me, well, you accepted the flight, we have no, you know, you can't get your money back at all. And I'm like, well, no, that's not right. Because I've already talked to Alaska, and they said that even if I accepted the flight change, they'll give me my money back. So you need to deal with them on getting me my money back. Because Alaska was super cool about it. They were like, oh yeah, they're like, yeah, with all the problems that we've been having, you know, staff-wise and everything, we're letting people cancel flights, even if they've already accepted the change, if it doesn't work out with what they originally had planned on. So I was like, okay, that's cool, that's good news. But the problem was I had booked it through Travelocity, so they were like, well, but you have to talk to Travelocity because they're technically the ones that booked it, and they have to process the refund and everything for you. And I was like, oh, great. So after about 8 hours on the phone with Travelocity, I finally talked to a nice young lady who actually knew what she was doing. Every other guy and gal I talked over there seemed like a complete moron and just kept telling me the same thing over and over, that they couldn't do anything for me. This gal was super helpful, and within about 35 minutes, she had my refund processed, ready to go and done. And I was like, okay, well, why couldn't anybody else do this for me? Am I just living in a weird, like, parallel universe where everybody's just, like, incapable of stuff? But, so I finally got my refund processed, but that was, like, late last week. That was after 2 weeks of trying to get this fixed so I could rebook a flight and get my, you know, because I didn't have enough money to book another flight without getting my refund first. And then I went and looked at flights, and they were, like, 1.5 times what they cost before, and I was like, no, I didn't know. I'm good. So I called and canceled the hotel room. Couldn't refund my ticket to TwitchCon, but you know what? Twitch can have my money. That's fine. I don't care. So yeah, I'm really sad I'm not going, but yeah. Seems like customer support is luck of the draw, and what can be done just varies on the person's temperament. Yeah, well, totally. It mainly came down to finding the person that knew what they were doing and knew how to take care of the problem that I was having. That's all it came down to. Because once I talked to this one lady, it was like done. I had nothing else to worry about. I was like, oh, okay, good. Everything's squared away. Perfect. And I was like on my merry way. So I'm gonna take an extra pot with me. Oh, we're gonna drop that off here. We're gonna take where's that crappy Sewing kit, we're going to make that disappear into there. I'm going to get rid of this crappy torch. Well, it doesn't help that it appears Travelocity has outsourced 90% of their workforce. And most of the people that I got, unfortunately, I could not communicate with very well, which is not their fault. It's, you know, Travelocity's fault for doing it. But I couldn't communicate with them very well. They couldn't understand me. I couldn't understand them, which sucks. It's hard to work with a customer service person when you do not share a language, because it doesn't work very well. It's just bottom line. It just doesn't work very well. You have very specific needs and very specific things you need done, and the way that the way that happens is that you communicate, and you have to be able to communicate with them and explain to them what your issues are and what you need to have taken care of. And when they can't quite grasp what you're saying and you can't quite grasp what they're saying, I got news for you. You're gonna have a problem. And it's not their fault, it's not your fault. It's just a sucky situation. It's the situation just sucks. And so I never got upset with anybody or anything like that. I got a little frustrated, but it wasn't anybody's fault that I was talking to. You know, it just is what happens. Travelocity hates Ath people. Hey! That's true probably, but you know, it just is what it is. I mean, you know, the people tried to help the best they could, but most of the answers I was getting, I think also it comes down to I'm not the kind of person, when I get a bit in my mouth to get something taken care of, I'm not the kind of person who just goes, oh, well, I'll just, you know, I'll go along with whatever they're saying. I'm like, no, I need this taken care of, and you will help me, or somebody above you will help me, and thank you. If you can't help me, pass me along to the next person up in the food chain. I won't be a complete Karen, but I will be very persistent. I will be very persistent in my needs, especially when, you know, over $500, when over $500 is at stake, I'm going to be very persistent in my pursuit of it. It's like, you know, if it was $50, I'd be like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna, you know, yeah, it sucks, but I'm not gonna, you know, spend hours and hours trying to get it back. But it's $500 freaking dollars. $500. And it's not like I just booked it last week. I booked it 9 months ago. So. Well, you know, Alex, I never knew how the whole thing worked, and once I got it kind of figured out, it wasn't that bad. Travelocity was not really bad about it. It just taught me two important lessons. If you do book through Travelocity, and one of the gals explained this to me that I talked to, if you book through Travelocity and you get one of those little emails that say, your flight is being changed to this time, do you accept it? You always hit no. You always, even if you want the other flight, always hit no. Because if you hit no, it automatically prompts them to have to call you and talk to you about the flight change. So if you just click yes, it just automatically logs you as accepting the flight change. If you click no, and you always want to click no, it automatically kicks you into the system to receive a call from them that will then forward you on to figuring out a better flight, a different flight, or just going with no flight. So you definitely want to not ever click yes on any flight change without, you never want to. You just want to click no. You just want to click no. It doesn't mean that you aren't going to still have a flight. It just means that now Travelocity has to call you and confirm with you that you don't want the flight and try to figure something else out for you. So, what if you ignore the message? If you ignore the message, I believe it defaults to yes after a certain number of days. So you don't want to ignore the message either. You want to actively click no on it. Because I believe contained in that message is a little addendum that says if you don't respond to this message, we will automatically update your flight to the new flight. So you don't want to ignore it either. But yeah, one of the really nice gals I talked to, it wasn't the same one that finally helped me in the end, because, you know, I went round and around with a bunch of people. But one of the really nice gals I talked to explained that to me, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'll do that next time. And she was like, yep, that's the thing you want to do. You don't want to ignore it, and you don't want to hit yes. You just want to always click no on it. We'll be forced to call you, and then we'll talk to you. We'll talk it through with you and figure out your options at that point. Because she had said that, because she said there that if I had clicked no, they would have called and they would have either offered me a refund or offered me a similar flight at a similar time or figured something else out for me different than what I ended up with. So... But honestly, that's the thing, is like, I don't want to bash on Travelocity, because Travelocity, I've used Travelocity for years, and this is the first problem I've ever had. Sure, the flights get moved around by 10, 15 minutes. I've never had one moved by 13 hours. So I don't want to bash Travelocity. There's just certain things I never realized with it that made it a little frustrating to go through this whole process. And now that I know them, I can use them more confidently and be like, okay, I now know what's going on. I can, you know, book my flights, and if I get a message, I'll just hit no, and then somebody will call me, we'll talk about it, we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. You have an 11-hour fire going? Found a bunch of loot on the railroad, which includes a can of tomato soup and a fire barrel. Oh, you must be in Forlorn Muskeg at the train wreck. That's where we're heading right now. I know it seems silly that I'm going out in a blizzard, but it's not that silly. So I may sarcastically say never use Travelocity, but honestly, I'm still using them. For my cruise that my friend and I are taking in December, my flights are booked with Travelocity, so I keep checking them every couple of days, though, to make sure that nothing's changed on them. It's made me very much more aware of being, because I'm not a very, I don't travel a lot, I don't fly a lot of places, I'm not on the road a lot. So travel to me is kind of a unfamiliar territory. So this has made me more mindful of what you need to do if you travel, and you're depending on the flight or something to get you to X point at X time. And so it was an eye opener for sure. But shizzle my funkin' nizzle. It was an eye opener for me. But we're heading to Forlorn now. We're gonna go do a forge run. I've got cattails on me. I've got cattails to... Oh, there's some rose hips here. I forgot about those. Got cattails on me. I'll get more cattails in Forlorn. We can do a little hunting in Forlorn as well. Reload that real quick. Is there any way I can go through Forlorn, not through poachers, to get food to the forge? To get food to the forge? Yes, you can. You want me to... Well, I can't really show you because it's freaking blizzarding out here. There's a couple ways you can go across Forlorn Muskeg. You can go to the High Blind. If you head to the High Blind, which is sort of over in that direction, because the forge is over there, the High Blind's sort of over there. If you go to the High Blind in Forlorn, there's a whole bunch of cattails along that area. That's the other way. I usually will go in from the poacher's camp to the forge, and then I'll come back out through the High Blind, because I get just as many, if not more, cattails coming out that way than I do going in. We're actually going to go hole up in the cave over here real quick, I think. We'll grab our cattails and we'll head to the cave. But yes, the High Blind is a good place to go. This northern area that I'm going on, which usually has a bear, there's a few cattails here on the lake, on this little pond, I guess you can call it. Gonna pick those up real quick. You're on the railroad track heading east, heading to the next tunnel on the west side of the map. Thought I'd take a stop before continuing the process to process the meat and the can. Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely getting warmed up is a very good idea. The cold is the most persistent killer in this game. Am I gonna check for moose on the way? That's one other reason I'm going over here. That's one other reason I'm going over here. Pick up my mushroom. Oh, I don't need the mushrooms anymore. Haha, I don't need mushrooms anymore. I have cooking 5. Haha. Suck it, game. I don't see any moose marks. Not on those trees there, but it's hard to tell in a storm like this if there's moose marks or not. I have not killed a moose yet. I haven't found one. It's not for lack of wanting to. The moose in Mystery Lake never showed up. The moose in Mystery Lake was not at the Carter Hydro Dam. He was not at the hut there by the unnamed pond, which means that it's only going to be by the trapper's cabin, which is very hard to get. We will be heading to the Forlorn Muskeg Forge, but not quite yet. I'm going to pop into the little cave over here. Keep the power lounge to the right. Might have Mackenzie take a nap since fatigue is going to be hitting soon. Yeah, taking little naps is nice. Just remember that every time you take a nap, you're wearing down your bedroll a little bit more. Your bedroll takes damage every time you nap. So if you nap 10 times in a 10-hour period, you nap 10 1-hour periods, you're going to be wearing your bedroll down way more than if you nap one time for 10 hours. I'm up way too high. There's another bedroll nearby. Well, there you go. And you can repair your bedroll too. So if you have a sewing kit, you can. Yeah, the bullwinkles are kind of elusive. They truly are. They're not super easy to find sometimes. Hey, there's another... What is that? Spray paint can. I don't want a spray paint can. I don't want a spray paint can. I don't wanna. Plus you have sewing kits. Well, there you go. Yeah, sewing kits. That helps you get that bedroll right back up there. My clothing is taking such a beating right now. Such a beating. I'm getting stuck on snowbanks everywhere. Luckily, the cave's just right up here, so. Yeah, that's one thing, Lindy. You can probably, if you go to, like, the camp office in Mystery Lake, find a place where you go to a lot, and you can leave, like, four of the sewing kits. They don't weigh much by themselves, but they do add up over time. There's a lot of things that are like 1/10 of a kilo, but then you get 10 of them, and you're like, oh god, I'm overweight, and you got 10 of something, and you're like, oh, that's why I'm overweight. I got 10 of these stupid things that I only need 1 of or 2 of. Managing your gear in this game is almost as hard as managing the weather sometimes. Ah, it's warm back here. Not by much, but it's warm. Eat a little food. Like the soda cans. Yeah, soda cans and canned food are probably some of the heaviest calories per weight food you're gonna find. Soda cans are nice because they do give you water as well, but soda cans are pretty heavy. They're 1/4 of a kilo, I think. They do give you food and water, which are nice. It's interesting what you said about the bedroll decay. I've heard heard elsewhere that the decay rate over time is faster when the bedroll is laid out. I didn't realize that each instance of sleep further decays it. Yes. That's why when I have a bearskin bedroll, I don't sleep in it very often. Or if I sleep in it, it's for a long period of time. Because if you sleep in a bearskin bedroll, like an hour here, 2 hours there, an hour here, it's going to be down to like 95% in no time, and then it just starts decaying even faster. And then you have to have bearskins to repair it with, which is loads of fun. Because we all have tons of bearskins around the world, right? No. I've got a question for you. How do you feel about a grindstone being added to the game? Let's say it's at 3 places around the map. Maybe Trappers, Farmhouse, and Mountaineers would be slower than Milling Machine, and you'd have to use it outside. Interesting idea, Zombie Slayer. Interesting idea. I think that'd be kind of a cool idea. I think they'll probably never do it because they want people to go to Bleak Inlet and Black Rock. Because they want people to go there. Hey, look! The Storm and Norman left. So this cave here will sometimes have a hacksaw, like right there. Shoot, it's still really cold out there, isn't it? We've got rid of our hypothermia, though, so let's go. Let's do this! Leroy Jenkins! Or should I just spend the night there? Nah, we'll make it before.
It's cold.
I know it is, darling. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, on Interloper, Broken Railroad, and not Broken Railroad, but Bleak Inlet and Black Rock don't hold a lot of appeal. Now, on Interloper, Broken Railroad actually has appeal because Broken Railroad has up to 3 stems in it. It has more stems than any other zone. Well, it has the most stems of any zone because it has 3. No other zone even has 2 stems in it. So, yeah, I really like Raiden, how they're doing that with some of the new zones. They have those sort of special items. Like you have the, milling machines. You got the gold mine that has the 2 special items in it. So. Oh, to stay in Broken Railroad? Nothing could ever keep me in Broken Railroad for that long. God, I really want those, but I really want to just sneak behind the bear too. I just don't want to have to face the bear. I don't want to do it. Mr. Bear, you just go about your berry business over there. Your last meat and potato and tomato soup are going to be finished cooking at the same time. Very nice. Now, one thing you may not know, Lindy, is that if you put a can of food down outside of the fire, if you don't put it on the fire itself, it'll still cook outside of the fire. It'll warm up. Now, you have to be careful because it can burn, but it will warm up if you just place the can down by the fire barrel. You don't actually have to put it on the fire barrel. Just giving you the heads up on that. You can do the same thing with pretty much any canned food, tomato soup, Pinnacle peaches, pork and beans, any of those you can put down by a fire and they'll heat up. So you can have like 6 cans of food heating up by a fire, and you could have meat on your fire as well. Just something to keep in mind. Yeah, any of the canned goods that can cook. The only canned good you can't cook is the dog food, which honestly would probably be kind of disgusting if you cooked it. How would you feel about them adding a way to carve little animal figurines you can place down? I'm sure a mod will come out for that. We've wanted yo-yos for a passing time thing. Yeah, you can't do sardines either. I don't count sardines as a can. I don't count sardines as a food. Sardines are the base of our existence. The base of our existence. We don't like those. Those are the bane of our existence. Sardines are horrible. Any sardine can, by the way, Lindy, that is less than 75% can give you food poisoning. Just giving you the heads up there. First time viewer. Hey, Titus, how you doing? Just started playing this game a week ago. Starting out story mode, but kind of wonder, what is the purpose of survival? Like, can you play it with other people? No, there is no multiplayer in this game, thank God. There's no multiplayer in this game. It is a solo adventure. I know for some people, all they want is multiplayer, which is fine. Every other survival game out there has multiplayer in it. So I don't have any bad shade to throw on that, but The Long Dark is a solo adventure survival game. The thing that sets it apart more than anything, Titus, is that it's permadeath. Every level of survival is permadeath. So it doesn't matter whether you're playing on the easiest or hardest level of survival. If you die, everything you've done is gone. And you have to start all over again. So it makes every action you take very important. One slight slip up and you're instantly dead. So that's the one thing that sets this game apart from every other survival game out there. Most other survival games will have like a penalty or a respawn or something like that for you. Not the Long Dark. The Long Dark goes, yeah, you don't get to come back. You do not get to come back from this. This is the end for you. Yes, full restart. Full restart in survival. You basically your file is wiped. Your file is gone. And you just have to re-roll. You re-roll a new character. So from the train here, you see those rocks going across? I marked the rocks by you got Flat Rock, Pride Rock, and then you have the Kissing Rocks beyond that. And that's how I get across this barren, hopeless wasteland. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? I'm a little overweight, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave some sticks here. There is a multiplayer for the game. There's a mod for multiplayer, Titus, if you really want to try it. I don't know how it works. I know it's kind of glitchy, it's kind of weird, it's kind of goofy a little bit, but technically there is a multiplayer mod. But honestly, the charm of this game is the aloneness. It's never ever feeling safe. There's no one to pick you up. There's no one to back you up. There's no one to come along and, get you back up if you die. Or pass out, as they like to say in some of the games. It has a very unique system to it. And it's not a build your way to survival game like a lot of the other ones are. And not being a build your way to survival is not bad. But most other survival games that I've played, including Icarus, which we're going to play later today, they're sort of a craft and build your way into survival. It's not. This game is more of exploration survival. There's not really a basing up component. No, I'm not saying you can't base up, but the basing up philosophy that goes with most survival games, where you kind of make a permanent base. You stock up all your stuff there. You go out from there and explore, come back to it, and craft and build more stuff with the resources that you've garnered from the rest of the world. That doesn't really apply to this game. This one is all about moving around the maps, discovering new areas, finding food, making water, and basically the cold is going to get you most of the time. I mean, look how much the cold's knocked me down already. God dang, the cold's knocked me down a bunch while I've been talking. I think I'm actually going to just hole up here at the, I think I might just stay. I might just hole up here at the camp, at the poacher's camp tonight. The cold is a very slow, insidious killer in this game. As you can see, my health is about halfway gone. And that's just from me walking around. That's not me fighting anything. Now, if I got attacked by a wolf right now, I'm dead. If a wolf actually hit me right now, I am dead. Are you picking up the cattail heads? No, I don't need those right now because I have plenty of tinder. All the cattail heads are good for is the tinder part. And I have plenty of tinder, and I have fire making 3, so I don't even need my tinder anymore. Bye, tinder. I did get fire making 3, right? Yeah, I got fire making 3. I can start them without tinder now. Booyah! Less weight we have to carry around. So yeah, the tinder, they're good for tinder, especially early game. Cattails are great for food and tinder, so you don't have to spend time breaking sticks down to get tinder. I was lugging around useless tinder, as a matter of fact. Atheenon no longer needs tinder, boys and girls. I'm off of tinder. I don't think I can get a mag lens fire. One thing you also want to always do, for those of you who are just getting into the game, never ever, if you can help it, never light a fire with a match. Don't just use a match. Try your mag lens if you got one. And then you always want to have a torch. You light your torch first. And then you light your fire. Because what that allows you to do is if I fail this fire making, I can then light the fire again, or try to light it again with the torch. If I do it with a match, now I've wasted a match. Your torch light is always free. You'll always light the torch, unless it's windy out, which is, you don't want to light it if it's windy out. But you'll always be able to light the torch for free. And, So you always want to start it with the torch if you can do it. Lighting the torch does use a match, yes. But take that, you know, 1 match versus spending 3 or 4 matches trying to cold light a fire. Now, at the beginning of the game, you'll usually have to cold light the fires with just a match. You'll just have to throw a match on it and try to light it. That's just how it goes. But later on, you definitely want to... Yeah, the mag lens is always the first choice. Mag lens, if you have a mag lens, you always want to check. Even if you're going to make a fire indoors, go outside, make a mag lens, try to make a mag lens fire, grab a torch from it, take it inside and light your fire. You never had to use a match now. Now you're free and clear. I am going to actually drink a birch bark tea because I'll get back some health for that. I'm also going to drink a herbal tea because I'll get back some accelerated health for that. So what happens is from drinking the birch bark tea, I get back this restored condition bonus. I'll get 6% condition back over 2 hours no matter what. The improved rest from the herbal tea gives me 6 hours of better recovery. I'll get better sleep. I'll get better health regen off of that. So you always want to take a couple of those if your health is really low. Ooh, nice skunk with a 25-month resubberoo. Let me get my water off the fire. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. It's getting hot in here, nice skunk. Thank you, nice skunk, for that 25-month resub. I appreciate it very much. All right, I'm going to turn my AC on real quick. Hold on 1 second, boys and girls. My headphones actually reach all the way over there so I can hear everything that's going on. Ah. Yeah, it's warming up in the apartment. It's like 80. What's the temp out right now? I wonder. What is my temp outside right now? It's what, 80? I'd say 82. Oh, it's only 76. It's supposed to be a high of 80 today, though, but it's getting warm in here, man. It's getting muggy. It's like 75 in my house, so it's actually cooler outside than it is inside right now, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. So that's definitely something I want to keep track of. All right, so I'm going to drink now another birch bark tea, because birch bark teas do stack.
No power in the verse can stop
They
me.
do stack. So if I was able to drink another birch bark tea, like if I pass time for just a minute, if I pass time for a second, I can drink another one, and now I'll have even more health regen going on. So now I got 4 hours of improved rest, or 3 hours and 27 minutes of restore condition, and I got 4 hours more of improved rest to go. So I think this fire will last all night long. I'm gonna throw a few more sticks on there, make it 8 hours. Okay. I'm gonna sleep 9. Usually I'd sleep 10, but I'm gonna sleep 9 because I think with it being an outdoor fire, outdoor fires tend to last longer than their actual time they have on them. Oh yeah, still got 3 hours on it. Because your fire outside will last longer if it's cold. The colder it is outside, the longer the fire burns. I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules. That's just how that goes. I'm gonna eat that candy bar because that's in good shape. I'm gonna hang off on that one. I don't trust it. I can't get food poisoning right now, but I have 57 cattails, so yay! I took a 6-hour nap and have things set up for more potable water. Yes. Yes, the burn barrels never can get blown out. Any burn barrel you ever find, your fire, if you just put it down on the ground, if the wind comes along, it can swoosh it out. Burn barrels will never get blown out. Even if there's a full-blown blizzard, burn barrels and fire pits are completely immune from the wind. So like the fire pit by the Pleasant Valley Homestead or the Pleasant Valley Farm, that fire pit will never, ever, 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 ever get blown out. It just won't happen. Never, ever, ever. Oh, I'm gonna rip that apart. No, I don't want to do that. I want to harvest it for some cloth. We'll do a little maintenance while we're sitting here doing our stuffs. I've got that, but I don't really... That's just an extra toque. I don't really need it. I guess I could get... No, I'm not going to get rid of that yet. So I know we're going to find... I can make up a rosehip tea. Let's do that. Let's check our medicines and make sure we got a couple of bandages in our inventory. I've got 2 old man, 5 bandages. Good. Let's make some teas real quick. Might as well, since it's still a little dark out. I do not like... Those of you who know me well, I do not like traveling in the dark. Traveling in the dark is very dangerous. Stuff kind of comes out of nowhere and eats your face. It's harder to see at night. It's harder to see at a distance at night. It can just be bad all the way around. No, that's actually the way they're made, Raiden. Outdoor fires actually last longer. There's several things that go into the mechanics of how long your fire will last. One of them is your fire skill level. As you level up your fire skill level, your fires last now 10% longer than they usually would. So if I have a 10-hour fire, it's actually going to last 11 hours. Just at the base. That's just if it's indoors. Now, an outdoor fire naturally lasts, I think... What is it, BK? Does the outdoor fire last 20 or 25% longer? Like, if it's a 10-hour fire outside, you have no skill, is it going to last, like, 12 hours outside, depending on the temperature? Because I know it goes up. I know it goes up if it's colder. I know if the colder it gets, the longer it lasts outside. But I'm not sure about what the conversion ratio is there. Alright, we are going to leave a little bit of water here for ourselves. Whenever you have extra fire, boys and girls, always make water and leave it behind. You will never, ever, I guarantee you'll never be sad to come back to a place and have water. You'll never be like, dang, I left water here. Gosh, dang it. You'll never, ever be upset about that. Also, you can always grab torches out. How long does it take to survey a location? It takes like 10 or 15 minutes, I think. Something like that. Let's just put it this way. Long enough to get cold. Alright, we'll break down all but the best torch. Old Bart, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, my friend? BK can probably give you the stat on that, too. When does the dev diary come in? No, I don't know. I don't know. I wish. I wish I knew.
Made it through another night.
I was gonna say about 15, but it could be 10 per survey. Yeah, I don't survey a lot. Wow, we grabbed a 50% torch out of the fire. That is the best a torch can get. The best a torch can get. Oh, we have this crappy... How long does that take to break down? An hour. Okay. I'm not gonna do it then. Alright. So as long as there's more than 10 minutes on a fire, you can grab torches. So I'm gonna grab a couple more torches. Fires that are started in outdoors locations offer an outdoor fire bonus. This means the duration listed on the fire is inaccurate, and the fire will actually last up to 100% longer depending on the temperature. Well, there you go. There you go. The wiki said it. Always trust the... Wow. Wow. Look at that sunrise, boys and girls. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. That's why we played this game. Moments like that. Absolutely frickin' A gorgeous. Well, Raiden, it also includes... Because not only does the temperature affect it, but your fire skill affects it too. You get skill 5 on your fire making, and I think that adds like a 40 or 45, 50% bonus. Oh wait, what is going on here? Is that log that log's just blocking me? I'm getting log blocked, boys and girls. In regards to fire bonus, outdoor caves have a line separating the warm and the cold section. Standing in the back of the cave, the fire will receive a reduced bonus down to 0% of the air temperature. Utilizing the bonus, you can significantly use less wood. Yes, you always want to make your in caves and outdoor caves You always want to make the fire in the cold section of the cave. You always want to make that fire in the cold section. That's the best way to go. Alright, so we're almost to flat rock here. So this is the way I always get to the forge on my first run through. Because I can pick up some cattails along the way. So we get to flat rock. You gotta be careful. There's usually a wolf between flat and pride rock here real quick. Sometimes there is. Not always.
Starting to feel numb.
Then we got Pride Rock right up there. See it sort of looks like Pride Rock a little bit. You can see Simba being hung out over the edge. That was really safe. Just take a little baby cub and throw him over the edge of a cliff like that. Just hold him up Michael Jackson style, baby. Is that too early? I mean, oh, there he is.
It's a goddamn freezing.
I was hoping to hit him, but I didn't. This is Pride Rock here. And then you got the Kissing Rocks up here that we're going to go to now. Fortunately, Mr. Wolfie Boy's coming back. Oh, jeez, he got me. Get off of me, you bugger. Oh, you little bugger. Actually, there's no casings on the pistol until you, there's no casings on the pistol until you actually reload it. I waited too long, boys and girls. Okay, let's check our clothing here real quick. Oh, wow. That was a clothing wolf. Did no damage to my health, but look at what he did to my clothing. Bam, 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 bam. Didn't hurt my bedroll, though. That's the most important thing. Yeah, on the pistol doesn't eject casings, so there's no casings that come out of the pistol until you actually, or the revolver, sorry, the revolver, until you actually reload it. So right now, if I reload it right now, boop, there they go. Then you gotta pick them up. So a lot of times I wait to reload that until I get inside, just so I don't forget it. But yeah. Yep, Heavy Hammer's really good at getting wolves off you, though. You notice how fast it popped them off, but still, he did a lot of damage to my clothing. Took my stuff down to like 50%. So there's different kinds of wolves in the game. There's different kinds of wolves, and it kind of is, it's kind of like every time you get hit by a wolf, it rolls a d20 to see what that wolf's gonna do to you. My bedroll's fine. There's wolves that will pretty much what I call health wolves. They basically attack your health and nothing else. Your clothing comes out virtually unscathed, but they just wreck your health. Your health just goes, and you're like, holy crap. And then there's clothing wolves like we just had that don't hit your, I mean, my health didn't get hit very much. I mean, my health is pretty dang good over there. But my clothing just got wrecked. Now there's other wolves that'll do a little bit of both. They'll hit your clothing a little. They'll hit your health a little. And now I'm talking about wolves that you actually get off of you in a pretty decent amount of time. And then the worst wolf of all. Here's the most dreaded wolf of all. It's the wolf that jumps you. You hit it like 3 times and he's off of you. You look at your gear and you're like, oh god, my gear's all in great shape. You look at your health and you're like, oh great, my health's all in great shape. You look in your inventory at your bedroll, and your bedroll's now ruined. Your bedroll's just gone. That's the worst. The bedroll wolf is the worst wolf in the game. I would rather have a wolf wreck my health down to 20% than take away my bedroll. Well, there's the damn wolf. Let me tell you about the damn wolf. There's lots I can say about that damn wolf. But, so those are kind of the 3 or 4 different kinds of wolves that can hit you. Yeah, the bedroll wolf, you always feel And that's the thing is if you feel really good about getting rid of the wolf, be scared. Be very scared. Be very afraid because your bedroll's probably gone. If you feel confident about getting rid of a wolf, be like, oh crap, is my bedroll gone? Because that's usually a good sign that your bedroll's probably ruined. So is Long Dark still on sale? I know when I was playing it on Tuesday, it was like $11. It was like 66% off, which is the best deal you're gonna find on the Long Dark in a long time. So if you haven't picked up the Long Dark yet, and you've always wondered about it, now is a good time, from what I remember. If the sale is still happening, I wonder if it is. Long Dark, Long Dark. Yep, it's still 66% off right now, so go get it. And hey, while you're there, buy the soundtracks too. They're really good. And it supports Hinterland. And I have no Dev Diary stuff yet. I'm hoping for some this week. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow we get Dev Diary information. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm hoping it happens. This is going to be a very short Forge run. Hey, I got some crappy socks. Yeah, at least there are more sleep areas in the caves now. That is true. Hypothermia is not too bad. Stormless nighttime viewing is clutch. I love the night in this game. It's kind of... The night is kind of a double-edged sword because it's very dangerous, but it's also very beautiful. A lot more beautiful than it used to be. When I first started playing this game, the stars in the sky looked like some kid had scribbled, like, white dots on a paper or something. White dots on a black piece of paper or something, but... now the night sky looks phenomenal, especially when there's an aurora. I'm hoping they do the 4 Days of Night Halloween event again this year. I'm hoping they do that. I'm hoping they fix it and put revolvers in the damn thing. That way we don't have to write out in revolver ammo, why no gun. Because I didn't have enough to write why no revolver, but, you know, enough space, that is. The infamous why no revolver. Okay, so, in Interloper, this is one of the places that has guaranteed matches. Right here on the table. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here.
This will come in handy.
There's work gloves here, which early game would be great. Sewing primer. Got a little bit of wood. Locked locker, which early in the game is going to suck. But, you know, hey, whatever. It's got some coal and some more scrap metal. A little more coal. Let's try making a Maglens fire if we can. Nope. We're gonna go back to the old standard. I think I have some accelerant, don't I? Yes, I do. We're gonna get more accelerant here, so I'm just gonna use the accelerant to get it going. Throw a couple of reclaim, few of my sticks, one piece of coal. Get in the first aid kit there. Get these planks broken down, because that's a great way to get fuel. Those planks give you a ton of reclaimed wood for very little time. Grab this crate real quick, too. I have more sticks. Oh, pick up every stick. That is a basic necessity for Long Darkers. Every stick matters. Every stick matters. You always want to pick up all of your sticks. Sticks are love, and sticks are life. Okay, let's go up here. Actually, let's go down here. We'll get our stuff from down here real quick. Little cedar, little fir. Get our couple of dog food cans behind this crate. What kind of condition are we talking? 5%? Oh, I got... What do I care? I have cooking 5. I can eat them anyway.
For much longer.
Now, early in the game, I wouldn't want to eat those. Get the safe opened up here. See where the first number is, about 30, about 34-ish. So we'll stop at 30. 33. 33, boys and girls.
Eat soon.
And then about 9. Stop at 15 and we'll go down slowly. Oh, 33.12. And then about 25. 33.12, 25 is what we got.
I think I can use this.
Can of gunpowder. Hey, that's gunpowder for our bullets. Yes! I've never been so excited to get gunpowder. That's freaking awesome. And one last thing we want to do is make a perimeter check. Perimeter sweep. There's usually some coal or some metal laying around outside here. Hey, piece of coal. There's also a little barn over that direction, but we'll go get that in a minute. Now upstairs we have a bed with a little note on it, which has a backer message on it. We'll take that. There's a little container here. There's that. My plans for my plane ticket fell apart, Borgatti, and I just didn't have time to rebook them. Didn't have time to rebook them, and didn't have time to pay the extra money for rebooking so late, which kind of sucked. 20 minutes per survey? Oh, okay. Yeah, time is accelerated when you're surveying. And I think they fixed the animals so they can't attack you while you're surveying now. Apparently Gordon Ramsay can eat decades-old dog food without any concern for getting sick. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Hey, this dog food's only like 50 days old. Dog food is not very old at all. It's not very old at all, my friends. But thanks, BK. Thank you there. Appreciate the update. Get our cans of accelerant. That's why I didn't care about using accelerant earlier. Get the wood. Usually these containers don't have much in on interloper. Get rid of that stupid plank because I hate it. I hates it. We hates the plank. And I never checked this thing. Another pair of work gloves. Wow, if I'd spawned in this zone, I would have been a happy freaking camper. Found a hat here, work gloves here, the whole 9 yards. So, we're just going to build this up with reclaimed wood, and I'll show you why after we sleep. You always want to get the fire. You don't want to throw your coal on the fire immediately to get it built up. Coal is one of the most valuable fire, making resources in the game, or as far as warmth. So you don't want to utilize it up if you're it right away. You want to kind of you want to conserve it as much as you can. All right, so we're nice and rested now. Let's eat some of our catty tails. Catty tails, do whatever catty tails do. Now, generally, all fires top out at 11 hours and 59 minutes. You can never build a fire that lasts longer than basically 12 hours. That's like the hard cap max set by the game. It just doesn't. There's not one that lasts longer. So, the thing is that to get your fire up to a good 150 degrees at the forge, is it can only go up to 80 degrees with regular wood. Regular wood will only take a fire up to 80 degrees. But to get it up to 150, if you build up your fire first with regular wood, and then all you have to do is throw on 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of coal, now that fire can get up to 150 degrees, and you've only used 4 coal. That's one reason I like this forge a lot, is it allows me to do that. See, now it's up to 160. Now, any wood I add onto it won't raise the temperature, but I'll put the fir in there because it's heavy. I'll put the reclaimed wood in there. The downside, if you decide to use your coal right away, is you can throw more coal on a fire but it'll never go above 1159. I'll show you real quick. I'll throw one more piece of coal on there, and we only gain like 17 minutes, or less than that. Yeah, like 15 minutes on the fire. So you don't want to just go there and throw tons of coal on it, because then your coal's getting wasted basically. Hey, Cotton Villain, how's it going, buddy?
It's getting too heavy to carry.
All right, so we're not doing arrowheads, but let's do a knife. Drink up some water. Let's do a hatchet. I was keeping a watchful eye on my soup timer for reheating it. Yeah, the reheating of stuff can be kind of dangerous, because it used to be stuff that you set down, like say I drop my coffee here. I put it by the fire. If it says that it only takes 5 or 6 minutes to heat up, you'll want to move it one more time. If it says it'll take 15 minutes, it's not going to go boo. It's not going to go on you after it gets done. Now that coffee will heat up and it will just be hot. Whereas, say, this coffee, you'll see the difference now. See, this coffee here, it says it's now going to burn in 36 minutes. If I move it one more time, it'll now say 9 minutes till ready. And then it'll just say hot. Once it says hot on it, it will always be hot. And then you can just pick it up and drink it. Now, if you do an activity at a forge like this, like watch this. I'm gonna make another knife. I want to make 2 knives, 2 hatchets if I can. Now, if we let them sit out there for a long time, we come back and now they say cold. That is a falsehood. That is a glitch in the game. If I pick up this coffee, it says cold, but if I look at my backpack, it now says hot. So the coffee, it's a glitch. So now see, I have 2 hot coffees in my inventory. I think I'm 1 metal shy from making another hammer, or another hatchet. Sunrise soon in your game? Nice, dude. Good, thanks. Had a bad hiccup that lasted 15 minutes so far, but I won't die. Don't die. One of these days they're gonna fix that glitch, and that'll be the day I burn a ton of tea. Yeah, well, that glitch has existed for a long time, Raiden. Unfortunately, that glitch has been around for a long time. I don't know if they're gonna fix it or not. How much time we got on the fire? 6 hours? I don't think I have enough metal to make another knife, or another hatchet now. Need to go back here, take down this. There we go. So we got 5 hours on there. Let's make another hatchet. Oh, remember when small teas gave full temp benefit? Yeah. That hasn't happened in a long time. When you could drink a tiny bit of tea, yeah, you could just sip on a hot tea and it would give you full health benefit, or the full benefit, yeah. Hasn't been that way in a while. Let's just sleep 2 hours real quick. Yes, you could totally cheese the tea. And I'm going to leave that pot here because I don't need it. Let's see what else we can leave here. That gets me down. Oh, I have a bunch of water on me. No, I don't have a bunch of water. What is weighing me down so much right now? I got some extra cans. I got some cans I can leave here. Oh, I got all that extra clothing and stuff. Yeah, that's what's doing it. Need to rip that apart. I do have 2 hatchets and 2 knives, so I guess that's weighing me down too. Alright, we'll just go heavy. We're going heavy! I tend to go heavy most of the time, let's just say. Hey, Dreadnought Dude, how you doing? I'm good, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We got our forge run down, we have a knife and hatchet. I'm almost contemplating I can't really run. No, I'm just gonna go up to the cave here. Go up to the cave here, try to lose a little bit of weight before we head out. We're also pretty tired. It's getting late in the evening. Getting time for us just to kind of hunker down, break down the clothing into cloth and leather, fix up some of our stuff, figure out what we're going to take back with us, what stuff we're going to leave out here. So we have some decisions to make now, my friends. A dance to the tea gods. That one's got to be epic. Oh yeah, there's our dance to the tea gods. Nice. Nice. Oh my god, Stewie with the 36-month. Atheenon's never happening, Stewie. Thank you so much there. I appreciate that, Stewie boy. Thank you, thank you.
Stooley just
36 months.
The legend. Any day that Arth is playing TLD is a good day. Hashtag rename it Arth Canyon.
Rename it Half Canyon. Rename it Half Canyon. It'll never be. Never be. Never be. You're almost halfway to the launch for the spear. Very nice. Very nice. The bear spear is interesting, but it's not in survival mode. And I'm glad it's not. It's an interesting concept, but it's heavy, unwieldy, and it's a weird game mechanic. Much like the bear spear, I wish the poison gas was never in the game. I won't give any spoilers away though. News: recently a college student took Unreal Engine and Minecraft programs mixed into Oh, BK just gifted a tier 1 sub to Lindy the Cryptid Panther. Oh, BK, that was so nice of you. Oh, what the heck did I do that for? Thank you so much, BK, and welcome to the Ath Pack officially, Lindy. You're always a member anyway. Don't tell anyone I'm a troll. So glad to see you, Finland sleeping, so I'm glad to listen to you playing WWE 2K19 at the same time, but always nice to have company and watch your gaming, bro. Oh, thanks, Cotton Villain. So, Minecraft programs mix into each other, build a functional display of the universe so complex, it blew everyone's mind. It looks so real. Oh, what the heck is going on? Got it. Woo! Let's go! Cindy with a 25-month resub and a hype train. A boost train is coming! Woo! Woo! The boost train is here, boys and girls. Cindy, thank you for the 25 months. Holy crap. 25 months? That's over 2 years. 2 years. I'm all choked up. How do ammo spawns work with Gunloper? So basically by turning on revolvers and rifles, Stooley, you get all the ammo spawns, but you get no rifle cleaning kits. So whatever you find your stuff in, condition-wise, that's what you get. That's what you get. You get no rifle rifle cleaning kits, so you have to eventually go to Blackrock or you know, Bleak Inlet to repair your stuff. Because there's no way to repair it otherwise. So. The guys on YouTube. Oh, wait a second. I must have missed the first part of your message there, Morpheus. Oh, the guys on YouTube with that with that expanded universe thing. That sounds sick, man. That sounds really cool. I'd be psyched to see that. I'll have to go check that out sometime, because that sounds like right up my alley too. Hold on one second. I got a message from my boss again. Like, I'm off work, buddy. I'm freaking off work. I'm not on the clock, okay? Jeez Louise, I tell you, man, some days. I tell you. On YouTube, Morpheus, do I just look up, like, Minecraft Universe or something like that? I bet I could just look up, like, Minecraft Universe. Minecraft Universe. The Adventures of Temnu True Mew Trailer. Minecraft Universe The Return. How I built the entire universe in Minecraft. Is it Chris DeCow? Is it Chris DeCow? Is that who it is? When you solo it for the whole company, getting calls while on PTO is pretty much a given, but it's compensated well. Yeah, you know. Technically, I'm kind of always on the clock. I mean, I'm not technically on the clock, but he pays me good enough that if he needs something, if he's got a question and I'm not technically there, schedule it. Ask is gonna play some Minecraft. No. My brother asked if you still have the same song when someone donates. And I told my brother, yeah, Atheenon has it, yeah. Students create a universe through using Minecraft. So what's his channel name though? Is it this Chris DeCow guy? I poured my soul into these builds and honestly emotional after I uploaded this 2 months of constant work. This is the best video ever or something. Or is it the timeline of the universe illustrated in Minecraft? That's its Tri-Night. There's lots of people who've done some Minecraft universe stuff, it looks like. His is like 13 minutes long, the other one is like 14 minutes long, so. And then there's another guy, there's something called Minecraft Universe. I mean, there's something that's actually from the Minecraft Universe. Ah! No, I can't, I'm not doing that. It has like 2.4 million subscribers or something. Well, that's pretty cool. Bully for him. Good job. I'm happy for him. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to go into the deep dive. I can go into deep dives on YouTube, my friends. Oh my god. I can go down that rabbit hole way too much. Way too freaking much. All right. That can be a dangerous road to travel down some days. You go from one video and you're like, ooh, here's something that's right. Here's a different video. Ooh, here's another video. Ooh, here's, and 6 hours later you're like, oh god, what did I do with my life? Oh god, what did I do with my life? I wanted to go to Broken Railroad, but we got attacked by that wolf, so we have to go back and repair some of our stuff, to be honest. We gotta go back and repair some stuff. Now, some stuff I can repair, like like my code I can repair up no problem. Actually, those are pretty good gloves. I'm actually alternatively wear these instead of my rabbit skin, and I'm gonna alternatively wear my other hat instead of the rabbit skin as well. That way those won't take as much damage. My pants actually didn't take a lot of damage, my boots did a little bit, but I got a ton. I've got an actual ton of deer hides waiting for me. So we're good there. Let's break down some torches. It's the one you see the planets moving, okay. Okay, I'll go check it out. I'll go check it out. I watch way too much YouTube myself. I need to wait for daylight, but I'm also out of fuel. I'm out of fuel for a fire. Depending on how cold it is, or if you get a storm windy, it might be good just to travel now, even though you're out of fire. Even though it's night, it might be good to travel now. Just get it over with. What's my field of view in this game? 100%, I'm pretty sure. That'd be under display. Field of view, 100%. 100. Yeah, torch walk if you can, Lindy. If the weather's not bad, light one torch. You can always take torches out of fires as well, but light a torch and then just walk with it. That'll protect you a little bit. If you have a torch in your hand, wolves, unless you get too close to them, the wolves will kind of sit there and growl at you, but they won't actually attack you. And then you can always drop your torch, point a weapon at them, and they'll just run away. So there is a wolf defense. Yeah, I said it. I put it on 100, Alex. It gives me a good wide shot view of the entirety of the game. All right. Well, I sort of wanted to go on to Broken Railroad, but I think we're gonna have to head back to Mystery Lake and get our stuff repaired before we do that. My goal was to do this forge run, and do the other stuff, but we just don't. We can't. I don't have the wherewithal to do it. Not with my clothing being in bad shape like it is. We gotta eat our way out of being too heavy, though. We're too heavy right now. Let's drink down some water. I know, darling. I'm trying to drop stuff. Okay, we're good on weight. Oh, I'm gonna leave the heavy hammer at the forge. Good idea, Atheenon. Leave the heavy hammer there. There's 2 kilos of weight. I'm gonna go for a Verit and get a glass of water instead of a beer. This hiccup one just won't go away. Do that. A cigarette. Oh, a cigarette. I was like, a Verit? A what? Is that something new? There's also news of Air Force released recruits wearing jetpacks looking like smaller Iron Man suits. Shows them for half an hour flying to a ship and back and testing. They said that within 5 years, jetpacks will be standard uniform. We'll see. See, I'm very dubious about stuff like that, Morpheus, because I was promised I'd have flying cars by this time. And hoverboards as well. Hoverboards would be just mass-produced and everywhere. Back to the Future lied to me. They lied. I don't trust them. Think of all, you know, and the whole thing with flying cars is an interesting idea, but think of the infrastructure they'll need with flying cars. I mean, that's why I think the self-driving car thing is the first thing they have to get down, because technically a flying car is going to have to be a self-driving car. There's no way. You have to, for pilots to fly, they have to get so much experience and training and everything. There's no way a normal average person's ever going to get that much experience to drive a flying car. They're going to have to be it's going to have to be automated. And so I think that's why they're pushing the self-driving cars now, because they know that's the precursor to actually having some sort of flying car. But then there's going to be all sorts of stuff that it's going to happen. Right now they're so nervous about airspace and everything. You know, there's certain cities that have airspace areas around them, like Washington, D.C., that you can't fly in. I mean, imagine a flying car. Imagine what the damage a flying car could do if it falls. And it's going at any amount of speed. Because then not only do you have the speed of the car, but you have the speed of 9.2 meters per second or whatever of falling, you know, of velocity that it gains as it's falling as well. There's just the whole idea of it is rather baffling how it's all going to work. Which makes me think, number one, it's probably never going to work, or number two, it's going to be something the elites get to do and the rest of us plebs we never get to enjoy. Let's just be honest. It just, the logistics of it are just it's mind-boggling, the logistics of it alone. Disclaimer, don't be an idiot and strap propane on yourself with duct tape, place them on a backpack. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you, BK, for putting that disclaimer out there. Because there'd be some kid who'd be like, that sounds like fun. I'm gonna do that. BK said it was okay to do. He said it would work just fine, no problem. Then they'd come to my channel and take my channel down for propagating stupid ideas. I'd be like, I didn't tell nobody to go do that, okay? That was not me. All right, let's drop the heavy hammer.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, shush-a-doodles, my dear. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. We're gonna check for the moose over here. Always get the Acme rocket boots? Yes! Yes! Acme had some great ideas back in the day. Yeah, just flying cars, just the concept of it is just scary. Just as far as, like, think of all the traffic control and, I mean, it's a great sci-fi trope, having a flying car. But I don't think the practicality on a mass scale is going to work out very well. They're just too... Oh, God! Oh, good Lord, they're all around me. Go away! Go away! I did not invite you to my house. I just don't see practically how those are going to work real well. Not on a mass scale. It's basically like saying every citizen has an airplane. And that's how they get around. How does that work? Because not everybody can have an airplane either. Hey! Yeah, Anakin and Obi made it work, managed to stay safe. No, they didn't. Anakin and Obi were like jumping out of they were jumping out of their flying car, doing all sorts of acrobatic stunts and things. That's not safe. How is that safe? Just keep following me, Mr. Wolfie boy. Come along, my friend. You know you want to. I have a special place for you to go. But how you doing, Connor J? Can we get a shout out for Connor J? BK? Connor J is my real life nephew, for those of you who don't know. And he's an all-around cool dude. And he streams a little here on Twitch. He hasn't done it for a little while, but he does stream on Twitch. So, go check it out. Give him a follow. Give him a like. Whatever it is. He has one clip. One clip.
Barely walk with this much gear.
That wolf wants the ass booty. He wants the booty, boys and girls. It's nice, though. Dinner's following us. Yeah, Jedi can make it work. Random plebs, not so much. Yeah, totally. I hear you, Mr. Wolfie. I hear you, bud. I hear you. I hear you back there. Doing your little growly growl. Doing your little growly growl there. Why can't Jedi fly? I don't know. Seems like they'd be able to manipulate the Force to do it. Hey, Chardog, how's it going, my friend? Well, we got a friend. We have a friend. He's keeping us company. He's warning us that, you know, that there's lots of bad things around, you know? He's giving us the heads up. Did he lose interest? No! Come back here. You're dinner. You are dinner. Hold on. No, 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 no. Come back. Re-engage with the target. I always wondered if wolves were rubber banded. It appears that I may have found a rubber band point for a wolf. I'm just curious now to try this out. Or if he's just rubber banded to a certain amount of time. They got right about here and he lost interest. Nope, I think it's the amount of time they follow you. Dinner is served, boys and girls. Yay. Actually, let's see if we can get a mag lens fire first. No mag lens fire.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Make the fire on the cold side of the cave. We'll turn it that way so we can just cook our meat up. Yes! Let's get a fire started. It's the doggy dash to the cave. I should have got him further in, but it was hard to tell. It was hard to tell where to get him because it's dark in this cave. It's really dark. Oh. It's doggy dash. Yes, it's doggy dash. It's like DoorDash, but it's with doggies. And I'll throw one piece of coal on there just for the warmth. He just wanted you to pet him. Well, I'm petting him right now. I'm petting him and going, thank you. Thank you for giving up your life for me so that I can eat. Rogue, have a great rest of your night, my friend. We'll see you later on. Can't wait to see Ath make the all-important wolfhide jacket. No. I'm actually heading back to Mystery Lake for several things. We're going to make the wolfhide. We're going to make a bearskin jacket. And we're going to repair up our deerskin and rabbit skin clothing that a previous wolf encounter kind of demolished in a way.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
The wolf hide is not bad. I call the wolf hide jacket kind of a beginner jacket. Wolves are very plentiful, but the wolf hide jacket is far less good than the bear hide and the moose skin cloak, in my opinion. A lot of people like to use it though, and that's fine. I would never tell them not to use it. I'm just saying that I don't use it very often because I find by the time I have the time that it takes me to make the wolfhide jacket, I could better use that time hunting bears and moose and then taking them apart and having their hides ready to go and make jackets out of them. Because I think the wolfhide jacket takes, what is it, like, where is it? The wolfhide jacket, deer skin, bear skin, wolf skin. Wolfhide jacket takes 32 hours to craft with the knife. It is really easy to maintain. Yes, it is a very easy to maintain jacket, and it does look pretty damn cool when you have it on you. I'll grant you that. The coolness factor of it is rather high. I just don't find it to be an effective item to carry around with you a lot. Why am I so damn heavy again? Why? Oh, I picked up that. I don't need that. That's garbage. Those are garbage. Oh, I got all that water on me. I was like, why am I so heavy again? Gosh dang it. Dag nabbit. No, it's because I made 4 liters of water. I made 4 extra liters of water, which I didn't really need to do, but I was like, yeah, you know, we always need water. So leaving a little water behind in this cave is not a bad idea. It's not the most horrible idea I've ever had. I'm gonna read a mending book. What if I get food poisoning? I have these teas here, plus I have a whole bunch of teas back in Mystery Lake and in Carter Hydro Dam that I could eat if I absolutely needed to. If I got food poisoning, I could drink those and get myself recovered. And there's lots of mushrooms in the world that I can just go collect and not have to worry about it. Ooh, mending 3, baby! Woo! One more level to go, and we're 100% safe when mending up clothing. So with mending 3, that gives us a 75% successful chance of repairs. Repair time decreased by 15, 10% greater item condition increase. And so if we go to repair, say, this, we now have a 95% chance of repairing it. Now, once you get to Mending 4, you have a 100% chance of repair. All Mending 5 does for you at this point basically gives you more percentage on your repair than, and that's about it. That's it. Feel like double wolf coat and ballistic vest would be okay combo, cut some of the weight down from bear coats. Yeah, you could do that. It doesn't give you a lot of warmth, but you definitely could do that. I could see the argument for that. Definitely, Legacy. Yeah, Mending 4 to 5 is so crazy, and it's not even worth it. You get nothing better at Mending 5 than you have at Mending 4. The main thing you want at Mending 5, you already have at Mending 4. You have a 100% chance of success. And that's the key. Because if you fail a mending skill, like if I try to repair my rabbit skin, and I fail the repair, I lose the rabbit skin I was trying to repair it with. If I am mending up a bearskin coat, and I fail, I lose the bearskin that I was trying to repair it with. Or the bedroll, bearskin bedroll that I was trying to repair it with. So you always, always, always want to get to mending 4 if you can. Main reason I'm heavy is I have two knives and 2 hatchets. I already have a backup. I already have backups, boys and girls. I do not need stones anymore. I'm just trying to lower my weight a little bit. Okay, that book is now garbage. Bye-bye, book. We have an aurora, so let's go out and enjoy the aurora for a moment. Ooh, purdy. Temp bonus decreases as condition decreases, so if you don't keep the bear hide remain at around 70, it's like a heavier wolf jacket. Yeah, totally. The nice thing about the bearskin bedroll is you can let it wear down to 50% and get 50% back when you repair it with a bearskin. Which is usually what I do. It's usually what I do. All right, so let's get some sleepity boos in. Hope for no storm. Hope for no storm. Hope for no storm. Gamer Drew, yes, very pretty aurora. I love the auroras. That feel when you fail your 95% bear. Yeah, when you fail that 95%, it's like, oh, you got a 95% chance of repairing it, and no, and you fail. You're like, no. It's like, son of a biscuit. It's so disappointing, but it happens so often too. All right. Let's get a little wolfy meats to eats. We'll leave 1 wolf meat behind. It'll just be here for later. There we go. We got a nice little stash of wolfy meats there. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if the moose is up. Well, see, what I'm hoping, what I'd love, we talked about this before, Radiant. What I'd love to see them do is change mending around a little bit. Have Mending 5 let you repair 0% clothing, but here's the caveat. You have to be at a electric sewing machine in the new zone. You have to be at an electric sewing machine in whatever new zone they have, which would be awesome. I would love it if they did something like that. Yep. Oh yeah, but you'd have to have mending 5 for it. Oh, I was hip shooting Maverick just so he wouldn't charge me. Best case scenario, I'd hit him. Worst case scenario, it scares him away. Worst case scenario is it just scares him away, which is no big deal. Best case, I hit him, and then I just, you know, I'm like, yay, I got a skill up. I don't see moose marks over here. I have this feeling the moose is up on Marsh Ridge, god dang it. I'm gonna go in here and warm up real quick. Still early morning. That's one thing too you'll notice. It's always coldest in the morning and it's warmest at night. Right before the sun goes down is the warmest time of day. Right before the sun comes up, and when the sun comes up, that's the coldest time of day. So if you're traveling early in the day, you're gonna hit, on average, lower temperatures than when you're traveling at night. Or when you're traveling in the evening. So a lot of times people will travel only in the evening. Yeah, it's cold as AF in the morning. Yes, it is. Very cold. Traveling in the morning is a very cold proposition. It's a cool operator. I know it's a smooth operator, but I like cool operator instead. Yeah, I don't see moose marks around here anywhere, so the moose is definitely not on this side of the map. There's 3 different places the moose can spawn. One is here. One is over there on the other side of the tracks where we went to that cave. It's before we get to the cave, but it's by that little fallen tree area. And then the third place the moose can spawn in this zone is up on Marsh Ridge itself. Most of the time I get a Marsh Ridge moose. And sometimes there'll be a snow shelter right here, but there's not one today, I don't think. Or is it over here? There's a bag over here. I think this is where the snow shelter actually can spawn, is over here. By this baggity bag. Hey, we got a box of crackers. I got a box of crackers here. I got a box of crackers, my friends. Let's hear it for the box. Let's hear it for the box of crackers. I almost never get to Marsh Ridge. I always go to Marsh Ridge. Marsh Ridge is great. Marsh Ridge is like a second home to me because it goes right there into the Milton Basin. And you can check for the moose in the Milton Basin, and you can check for the moose on Marsh Ridge. Sometimes you can get both those babies. Sometimes you can get double moose. Get one in Marsh Ridge and one in the Milton Basin as well. I want to get those cattails over there.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Oh, yes, you have. Stop lying. What about when you were interacting with Will? You were kind of cold then, weren't you? What's better than Bullwinkle? 1 Bullwinkle? 2 Bullwinkles, exactly. Not just 1 Bullwinkle, but 2 Bullwinkles. Now, so the ice here, you gotta be careful. That's gonna be weak out there. We know that for sure. This may be weak, but maybe not. Nope, that was good. That was okay ice. That was okay ice. Kind of taking the back way around to the high blind. The high blind's sort of like right in front of us here. Kind of going the back way to it though. Actually, the high blind's more over that way, isn't it? Yeah, the high blind's right there. There's the high blind. Okay, we won't go to the high blind. I was thinking of going to it, but I'm like, it's kind of far over there. I'll just go pick up some more cattails, and we'll head over to the land. The exit out to Mystery Lake is right over there, so... grab a few more kitty cats, and then we'll get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, with this being Gunloper, food has definitely not been as big of an issue as far as, like, lack thereof. Because we've had weapons that we could hunt things with. Hey, Atreyu raided up with a party of 3. Thank you so much for the raid and the host there, Atreyu. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very nice of you to do. We got our forge run done. We've got cooking 5. We're on day... What day are we on, actually? We're on day... day 50. Day 50. We're a quarter of the way done with our run. We want to go for 200 days. I had a quick little stream. Well, quick little streams can be fun sometimes.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Woo! There we go. A fiercest Layet, I think. I'm so sorry. Well, I do have the crampons, so instead of 5 seconds on the ice, I have 7 seconds on the ice. And did you know you can never fall into the ice as long as you're running? As long as you're running, you can keep going. Once you run out of stamina, though,
Power
you're
in the
pretty
verse
much...
can stop me.
Ah, here's the snow shelter. Look at that. Looky there. Found the abandoned camp. Ooh, it's even usable. Let's get inside. It's not cold. It's not warm in here though. It's not warm in here. Can we get a Maglins fire? No, we cannot. Summon a lich, man. Careful on the ice. Hey, wait a second. Something barbaric also followed. Thank you for the follow there. Something barbaric this way comes. How you doing tonight, everybody? Hope you had a fun time with Atreyu. Welcome to the stream.
One little fire.
My name is Atheenon. I'm streaming The Long Dark and doing that sort of stuff, so. Let's throw that fur on there, too.
Right in the neck. Alright, what a shot.
Thank you, BK. Oh, you got yourself a deer there. Very nice. I must say, I do find hunting with the bow so much more satisfying than hunting with a gun. Hunting with the gun almost seems like cheating. It almost seems like cheating in a way. Oh, I prefer the bow for sure as well. Well, I feel more confident with the bow as well. He pays me to give shout-outs. I'm still waiting on the check. BK, you will be waiting on the check, my friend. Now, snow shelters, even if I didn't have my bedroll, snow shelters come with a built-in bedroll. It only has a 3-degree warmth bonus. If you have your bedroll on it, that bedroll applies to the bonus for your warmth when you're sleeping. But the bedroll that comes with the snow shelter, I believe, gives you 3 hours or 3 degrees positive. Oh, things are all falling apart at work. Isn't that awesome? Alright. Reload that. That's all loaded. I heard my check. I heard the check is coming by way of Travelocity. Probably. I'm not gonna lie to you. It probably is. Actually pretty nice and clear out here today. Not that bad. God, I wish that wolf wasn't in my way. Okay, you better run, sucker. You better run. You better run. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends that Atheenon's in town. Bow life is the best. Now the good news is we have 2 bear hides back at the Carter Hydro, or at the Mystery Lake camp office. So we're going to be able to make up a bearskin coat, which is awesome. That'll be the first time we're over 20 degrees warmth bonus. Yay. Oh my god, is that another wolf? It's another wolf. Where you wanted your bullets? I picked them up. I got my shells. I picked up my shells when I reloaded the pistol. As it was reloading, I went ding, ding. Picked all 3 up. So I got them, but thank you. Because I have forgotten them sometimes. I've been pretty good about policing my ammo. Pretty good. There's been some moments that I haven't done very well, and I have lost a couple of shells, but overall, I give myself a 9.5 out of 10.
I hate gold, because I really do.
I stick the landing most of the time. He got head pats with lead? Yes, he did. The lead gave him a little head pat there. Alright. Out of Forlorn. Back into Mystery Lake. We gotta get all our stuff fixed up now. God darn it. Dag nabbert. Dag nab, you pesky wolves. Pesky wolfies. I've gotten pretty efficient at it, Laka. I generally, I mean, I don't usually play with guns. Yeah, maybe I will find that casing out. Like, usually I don't play with guns, so I'm not used to it. I'm used to just having to chase down my arrows, you know? I'm not used to actually having to stop and go, oh yeah, I gotta pick up this stuff. The nice thing about the revolver is none of the casings expel as you're shooting. They only expel after you reload. So when you reload, it pops out the old ones. You can pick them up. With the rifle, every shot you take pops the casing out. So you have to kind of, if you move around a lot while you're firing, you can kind of lose track where the casings are. Which kind of sucks. But, you know, adds a little extra flavor to life. I usually don't like directly walking down these tracks. If you stick to that mountainside there, you can generally avoid any wolves that kind of hunt by these tracks. There's like 2 wolves usually, one down there and one up here, that sort of go back and forth between the tracks and go away from them. But if you stay up towards the hills there, they generally won't notice you, although you do travel a little faster on the tracks themselves. Rifle firearm 5, you should like be able to shoot it and then like catch the casing as it pops out. That'd be kind of hot, but you do have gloves on, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Catch it in your teeth, be a man. You shoot it and then you hold it in your teeth after you're done. It pops out and you kind of grab it in your mouth, in your teeth, while it's still smoking. You're like, yeah, take that, buddy. Take that, you pesky wolf. That would hurt. That'd burn your lips. That wouldn't be fun. Hey, I begin to dry biological apples and bio strawberries. Want to have to some send to you, Atheenon. Don't want to competition with your mom though. Oh, that's totally fine. Valor, that is totally fine, my friend. Totally fine. Dried fruit is dried fruit. I went through all those other ones you gave me, and this is all I have left of my mom's stuff right now. Is that little tiny bunch of dried pears in there that I'm just kind of hanging on to for a rainy day. Yep, I got a handful of pears left in here. I actually have to get a tool out and kind of mix them up a little bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna have them tonight. I got just that. That's all I have left. That's all I got. That's all I got. The recipe's in the bio. Yes, the recipe for the dried pears, and you can apply that to other fruit as well. But the recipe for my mom's dried pears is in the bio. Mmm. 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 So good. All right, who wants to make a bearskin coat? I do. I only have one rabbit hide in here, really? Oh, I have more. Oh, it's sorted by...
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, I had 3. Good. There we go. Number 1 ingredient is love. Number 2 is... What? No. A liar. That is not human flesh. It's not human flesh, you silly goose. Okay, let's go back to 99. The house is going to be a little harder. Oh, repair amount 47? Oh, great. I'll get it back to 100% off one rabbit hide if I succeed. Nice. Boots. Pants. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, baby, we're rocking the 20 already.
Just a rest.
We're rocking the 20, my friends. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a heavy hammer and a backup hacksaw here. What's my hacksaw at? 69? 69, dudes! I'm gonna drop one of those and one of those here.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Back up that. Back up knife. Gonna tear those apart tonight. Gonna rip them apart. I got 2 accelerants on me, that's nice. Got a few more sticks I can drop here.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You will carry it as long as I want you to, my dear. Alright, let's, how much metal do I have? I got 4 pieces of metal. Alright, so I can throw back, actually, let's see, how much does it take to make a bearskin coat? 4 guts, and I got 6, so I can throw 2 back in here, along with the rabbit pelt. And throw 2 guts back. And throw 3 pieces of metal in there. Alright. We're pretty dang tired though, so let's get some sleep. We'll get up in the morning. And we'll start our huge crafting of the bearskin coat. It's gonna take a hot second. Takes a hot second to make a bearskin coat, I'm just saying. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just saying. Good Lord. I'm so glad I'm not at work right now. Everything just keeps blowing up. Yeah, that one barely made it. That one barely made it, my friend. They don't know it's Soylent Green. Hey! Now. We aren't doing any Soylent Green stuff. Okay, let's use our bedroll flashlight to get downstairs. There's the railing. There's the stairs going down. There's the other stairs going down. And the door will be right about there. Yeah, that's what happens when you forget to put it down for a while. Like, well, it's what happens. There's actually a combination of reasons it was that low. Number one, we had to go find the bear. We shot the bear, we killed the bear, but we couldn't find the bear, and we were trapped inside by a damn blizzard for a couple days. So we found the bear when it was already kind of late in the game. And then I accidentally didn't put it down one night when I got back to my base. It's not me. It's not me. Come on now. Come on. Come on, man. How dare you say it's me? There's our table. What time of day is it? Oh, it's almost there. Let's wait till those peak. There we go. Now we have daylight, technically. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Alright, we're going to use our knife. 39 hours. 39. You can only craft for about 6.5 hours, though, before you get thirsty, so... We'll get thirsty at, like, the 6th hour, and then we get another half hour in. Nope, we just got thirsty at 6.5. Probably should run upstairs and just grab a couple more bottles of water. We'll make some more water tonight, because it's going to take a long freaking time. Another nice reason that we were in Forlorn Muskeg that whole time, because now we have no risk of cabin fever at all, because we were outside for days. How are things out in Atheville? They're doing good. They're doing good. How are you doing, Othan? Things are going well. You should have one-shot the bear and you forgot to lay the hide down. Oh, well, that's my fault that he didn't die in one shot. I see. How is it my fault that he didn't die in one shot? Riddle me this. How is it my fault that the game decided that it wouldn't die in one shot? I had nothing to do with it. I wanted him to die in one shot. Everything. I was praying that he'd die in one shot. In a craftsville don't let me anymore. Oh, we have an aurora. Holy crap, we got an aurora. We can keep crafting. We can keep crafting. Drink some water, quick, quick. We have an aurora. We can keep going through the night, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's just do 6.5 hours. It'll let us. Aurora's gonna go away at some point. Oh, there we go. Finally went, nope. Game finally went, yeah. Not so much, Atheenon. Not so much. All night long, baby. God, I'm glad I killed those wolves, not only because it got me to cooking 5, but it left me meat here that I could eat up while I'm making this bearskin coat. It's a double duty, my friends. It's the big DD. I have cooking 5, so I don't care if this food is rotten or not. I'm just gonna take it inside with me. We're gonna get a little bit of rest here. It's a win-win, exactly. It was a win-win situation. Gotta love some double days. Alright. Sun is up. There's a stove. There's our crafting table. Drink up. We definitely need to make a fire, make some water. I was gonna do that last night when the sun went down, but we got special engagement. Did I get rid of the worms? Yes, I did get rid of the worms. I did get rid of the worms. They made it a lot of fun, though. But that character's no longer with us, so... That character's no longer with us at this point. We're just gonna craft till it's dark, We'll put some water on, we'll sleep, and do all that good stuff.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
I don't want to do it on this fire though, because we won't get much use out of that one. We'll go make the fire upstairs. But yeah, that character we yeeted him off the bridge in Broken Railroad. They're like, yippee! He would skydive naked from a Broken Railroad bridge. He was like a lady. He's like a lady with a body from outer space, you know. That guy was like a lady with a body from outer space, my friends. Death of an elevator. Oh, there it is right there.
Need water.
I know you need water. You're just gonna have to suffer for a minute, my dear. Drink a little bit of water there. Should have eaten this food first, but that's okay. It's gonna sleep for 2 hours anyway. Oh no, did my fire go out? Oh yeah, my fire went out, but it boiled all the water. That's all I wanted. That's all I cared about. I talked to a guy about concrete today. As soon as I get
Really
the plans,
this much
I get to
beer.
pull permits. Oh, nice! Very nice. Well, that was a long ways down. That was a long ways down there for sure. Nice, nice clip there though, BK. I like it. I like that clip. All right. Sleep for 9 hours. That should probably be enough. Our code only has maybe another 6-7 hours left before it's done, which is great. Because we need to go hunting too. We're oh, you know what? We don't even. You know what, boys and girls? I'll tell you a little secret. We don't even need to go hunting for more food. We have a whole freaking bear I cooked up just meters away from this place. We got a whole freaking bear that I cooked up. We don't need to go hunting. We just need to strip off some extra gear and then go gather bear meat up off the ground and bring it back. That's all we gotta do. Because it doesn't matter if you had it when you, it doesn't matter if you have it when you get cooking 5 or not. If you made the meat before cooking 5 or after cooking 5, it does not matter. Once you get cooking 5, any item that is cooked or that is man-made can no longer give you food poisoning or intestinal parasites. Bear coat, ho! Ooh, that juicy, juicy, juicy. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna take that apart and harvest it. Oh god, that's, oh god, from the mist, wow. See, you can one-shot some things. Oh, you shush. You just shush a room. I got those boots on me still. Okay, so let's drop the boots. Let's drop those. Let's drop this extra hat. Oh shoot, I dropped them right on top of the sticks. God dang
Drink
it.
his own pee doesn't seem so.
Oh
crazy right
shush, jeez Louise. What is it with her and her pee fetish? The guy who drank his tea doesn't sound so crazy right about now, does he? Maybe I should drink some pee. It's like, you know, come on, come on. Can that be enjoyable at all? I don't think so. I'm just gonna say no. Oh god, I dropped my damn gloves in the middle of the frickin' sticks. There we go. There we go. Oh, I do not need that tinder plug. by... Okay, so let's see. To gather meat, I don't need the hacksaw. I can leave my pans here. Or my pots there. Leave it. I'm gonna put my good tools over here. Don't need the hacksaw, don't need the pry bar, don't need the bedroll. Don't need the gunpowder, don't need the... Oh, I got 2 lanterns, don't I? I need to rip one of those suckers apart. Don't need the lanterns. I usually only keep 1 lantern in the game. Any more than that is just not necessary. Boop, boop. Throw those down. Wow, that's at 42% already. Holy crap, that got worn down very quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay, I got the meat. I can put the cattails in here. A little bit of water down here too. I'm not gonna leave the stem behind, that's for damn sure. I don't really want to leave any of those behind either. I will leave my extra ammo behind. I'll leave my shell casings, my sewing kits. I must have all my whetstones at the other place. My whetstones must all be at Carter Hydro Dam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other knife here. I'm going to drop my crappy knife here. That one I can take back to Carter Hydro Dam and sharpen up. Alright, let's go get some food. I did leave the hammer at the forge. I actually had 2 hammers here. I actually had 2 hammers, BK. I left one at the forge, and then that one... I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I could take it to Broken Railroad, because I have another... The thing is, I have another hammer. I don't need the rifle. I'm just afraid if I don't have it, I might die. I just don't want to die. So, you know what? I'm gonna suffer with the rifle on me. Boo, 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 boo. So yeah, I have 3 hammers. I have 1 back at Carter. I have 1 at the Forlorn Muskeg Forge, and I think I'll take another hammer over to Broken Railroad. Just cause I want to. I do have a flare gun, that's true, but I don't want to use it. I only got 4 shells. Yeah, as soon as I leave the rifle, surprise moose is gonna show up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna travel over to Trappers. We're gonna check on the moose. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get this bear meat. I might actually take some of the bear meat to Trappers with me, because we got a bunch of it. And then we have bear meat also over by the clear cut as well. We got meat just laying. I got my meat just sprawled out all over this zone. I slapped my meat down everywhere on the zone. I don't want to leave the I don't want to leave the rifle, okay? Shush it! Shush! Shush! He sees me skying. See, look at that little bastard just coming right at me now. Get away from me, you little jerk. I slap my meat down everywhere. Oh, we got these ruined guts out here, too.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, that's good. We'll take the rest back to Mystery Lake with us. Yeah, baby, let's go! Imagine eating a whole kilo of steak in one go. Oh, God. Basically, you're eating a 16-ounce steak. Multiple times a day. in one go with no water. No mashed potatoes, no gravy. Nothing to make it go down easier. That would be horrific. I can barely choke down a 6 or 8 ounce steak, let alone 16 ounce. And no fiber whatsoever. Yeah, no fiber. Well, why do you think, Radiant, we never go to the bathroom? Think about it. Why do you think we never ever go to the bathroom? Oh, of course I have cooking 5, so the moose will be up now. It's a survival strategy to never have to go to the bathroom, Raiden. Like, well, if I don't have to poop, then, you know, it's all good, right? Do you get something if you eat the whole thing, a free extra guy? No free extra guys. No little sparkly stars. Susie! How you doing, Susie? How's it going? Hello, hello. Nope, no moose. Nope, no moose. The moose is a no-show. Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
That's a moose, guys. That's a moose right there.
That's a moose right there. Now, even though I haven't picked him, that's a good location for birch right there. You see the 4 birch? Oh, jeez, I just shot my rifle on accident. God dang it. I'm so used to aiming with the bow. It's a reflex action, because to aim with the bow, you have to aim it, and then to make it release without firing, you have to push the button that usually fires the gun. And so I'm used to aiming at things with the bow and pointing them out to people, and then drawing the bow back down, and that's what I was trying to do with the gun. I was aiming it and going, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna make my bow not fire, and then it went boom. That was a premature firing thing. Hey, a lot of us older men have that problem, okay? I'm not one of them, luckily. Thank God. Everything's okay there, but you know, some of us older gentlemen, it's a problem we run into. It's a problem we run into, you know. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Boop. That birch will never bother me again. We're laying out the meat carpet. The meat carpet. Hey, you can't have your meat be all messy, okay? Okay? Your meat just can't be just sprawling around, just hanging out. Nobody wants to see your meat just flopped out on the ground. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to walk up to Trapper's cabin and find Atheenon's meat just flopped down on the doorstep. It's just how it is. Double entendre intended, okay? Triple entendre intended, if you want that. No floppy meats, exactly. No floppy meats. This way also, by walking up to a place, I can see how much I have and what I want to eat, and I can scan over it, and I can go, okay, I want to eat a piece of deer meat today. I'm gonna take this nice piece of gamey cooked venison. I'm gonna eat that right now. Drop down a little extra piece there. Let's go check inside the Trapper's cabin and see what we got in here. See if we got some good stuff. Oh, we got a little extra water in here, so we'll pick that up. Looks like we have some guts that are probably all cured here on the ground. We'll pick those up. We got a few stickety-boos and bozzles, so we'll pick those up. Do we have anything in the drawer? What do we have in here? We got some charcoal to map with, which I don't care about. We got a recycled can, and that is about it. So, okay. So we're leaving some food and water here for ourselves. Because on our journey, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Broken Railroad through Forlorn, then go up to Milton and Hush River Valley, then swing back into this zone. Whoa! Swing back into this zone through the cave up here. So we're going to pop out right here. And we won't have really any food and water on us because we have to climb up and down some ropes and stuff. Rabbit, you're just shaking your little cotton tail at me, ain't you now? You're just shaking your little cotton tail at me. Better watch it there, little bunny. Bunny. Better watch it there, bunny. Better watch it there, bun. Now in this run, I got 2 bears. I got the bear by the unnamed pond, and I got the bear over by the clear cut. Actually, they're 2 of the worst bear spawns you can get in this zone. The best bear spawn is the one right by Trappers here. The second best is over by on Mystery Lake, in my opinion. Easiest to get back to buildings to cure and stuff like that. The clear cut bear is probably the worst bear. Unnamed pond is probably 3rd. But when you find, there's only 2 bears that'll spawn in Mystery Lake on any given file. And when you find where they spawn, they will always respawn in those same places. Unnamed pond's not bad, but the unnamed pond and the cabin by the unnamed pond are so out of the way of everything else that they're not really on a direct route to anywhere. Then you have to either schlep the stuff all the way to the Mystery Lake Camp Office or all the way back to the Carter Hydro Dam to have it really be like an effective, to really have it be effective. That's the one bad thing. Trapper's Cabin's nice, but unless you're basing up in Trapper's Cabin, I guess. I usually don't base up in Trapper's Cabin. I like the camp office better because it's got fishing by it. We got fishing and hunting and rabbit groves and all sorts of fun stuff there. This bear meat looks very lonely out
If I
here.
can drop any of this gear.
Oh, we're only at 48 kilos. What are you complaining about, lady? The PV Bear House Farm is great. Yep, I've sniped him from the porch. Heck, it's even better when he runs at you. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Go tell all your friends too. It's better when you shoot the bear and he runs at you. You back into the porch and he runs into the porch and he gets his head stuck in the porch, and then you can just like wait for him to die. You can pass time real quick, wait for him to die, and then harvest him inside the porch where it's warm. Thank you for the follow there, old school. Whoa! I don't want any trouble, sir. Sir, I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble with you. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? I left all my rifle and revolver ammo at the cabin to save weight. I'm just gonna ignore him. There's nobody behind me. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's all an illusion. Nobody behind me. Nothing bad is happening. Nothing bad has happened. I don't want no trouble. I just want to go home and wait for all this to blow over. Exactly. It's like, sir. No, you can't speak to the manager. You cannot speak to the manager, okay? Jeez.
Freezing.
Alright, this is the other way you can get rid of them. If you light a torch, you can drop the torch and switch to your weapon. And if you point your gun at them... Oh. No, come back here. Come back. Come back. What are you doing? God dang it. Oh, there we go. Okay. You got bored. Now, see, he'll run at me, but see, when he gets to the torch, he runs away. Now, he will come back to fight another day, but early in the game, when you have no weapons, you can do the same thing with a rock. If you have a rock, you can just aim the rock at him. If you have the torch or flare in front of you, he'll just run away. Now, it doesn't help if he runs in the same direction you're trying to go, and you're hoping he'll run away from you. Sometimes they'll run past you, and they'll go behind you, and you're like, what? Seriously? I was going in that direction. Oh, I have no more torches. Son of a biscuit. Oh, well, that one's done. It sucked when they first changed wolf mechanics. Oh, yeah. You used to actually be able to bait wolves. You would be able to drop a gut or a piece of meat, and the wolf would beeline right towards it and eat it, and then you could just shoot him in the head from there. Which was a very rough mechanic to get over not being able to use anymore. Very rough mechanic to stop using. That just like, it teed the wolves up a little bit too much, but yeah, it basically teed the wolves up so you never had to worry about it. As long as you carried a gut or something, you could just drop it, or a piece of meat, you could just drop it. You carry actually little tiny bits of meat around with you that you didn't care about, that you were like, I don't care if I lose this or not. And the wolf would just come straight in. You could aim your gun at him. He'd just be like, nope, I want that meat. I want that meat. And he'd just come right in on you, and you could just shoot him right in the head. And they've since changed that, needless to say. Yeah, you could stand on the meat if you wanted to. Cure deer hide. Alright. Yeah, then they went, now they're not afraid of fire. And we were like, what? What? Now, aurora wolves still aren't afraid of fire, but that's a whole different different discussion right there. Got lots of wolves, got lots of that stuff, got lots of cans. I'm gonna take all my ammo. I'm gonna leave those here, take my sewing kits. I got coffees. I'm gonna take a couple more herbal teas. Alright, I'm gonna take 6 of those, 5 of those, and 3 of those. Take 1 book to start a fire with. Load up my... We'll be here for a bit. It's only 3 a.m. there. Oh, nice. Now I have firewood. I got cedar and a few sticks to light fires with, and I got coal to warm it up with. I got 2 accelerants, 26 matches, a book to light a fire with, and my Maggie lens.
I'm so tired.
That torch is almost dead, but I could probably light it and quick light a fire with it. All right. Well, that was pretty good for today. We did a lot. We got a lot done. Oh, I need to pick that up. Let's grab my lanterns, hacksaw, that. I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna grab my flares. I'm gonna break down one of these lanterns. We'll get the oil out of it, and we'll get the scrap metal too. So he gave us a whole bunch of oil so we can fill up our other lantern. Well, our next plan is to go to Broken Railroad. Broken Railroad is next on the menu, along with then Milton, Hush River Valley, back into Mystery Lake, and then we'll probably make a run down to at that point to Bleak Inlet. And see, I'm hoping in Broken Railroad we find 1 or 2 car batteries. A lot of it's going to depend, BK, on if we find car batteries in Broken Railroad or in Milton. Because it doesn't make sense to go to Bleak Inlet or Black Rock before I have the ability to make more bullets. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really make sense to go there before I can make more ammunition. So, even to repair the guns, it just doesn't make sense. So, we're going to do that first. Alright. Alright, perfect. We got our save point. So tomorrow we will head off to Broken Railroad. The new